Hey everybody. Hey Kevin. And hey Sinistella. So early, I just woke up. 8:01. Yeah, it is a little early. I'm wondering if you show up for streaming at 6 a.m. Well, I have been in my like post-vacation sleep schedule, which is a little earlier than normal. And I've also been pretty excited because obviously Kevin knows this, but as of yesterday, we just launched the demo on Steam. And I wanted to know what the marketing data would be and the wish list count. So hang on a second. First of all, if someone doesn't mind or a couple people don't mind keeping Steam chat open today, the festival hasn't started yet, but I might not see it. I've got it open. But if anyone sees that like there's a question and I haven't responded, I don't think there's gonna be any chat. But yeah, hey Blub, hey Chef Alton, Viker, and Xanis. So yeah, anyway, I was excited about this and I recorded how many wish lists there were yesterday. We were at 579. I think we had the biggest jump we've ever had, and it's not huge, but it was still plus 49. So we are now at 628. And let me take a look at that. Just make sure that was actually correct. Yeah, 628. So I think that's pretty good. Hey, Dark. And then what else? Is this muted? I should make sure this is muted. So we got 3 responses to the new survey. Oh, I can show the roll-up of that. Let me show that too. Hang on. I want to show everything I can show. Today is not going to be a heavy development day, I think. Feedback, Steam. Here it is. I think it's going to be like what Friday was before my vacation, which is just get some stuff done. Anyway, here are the roll-up responses. Everyone who played and responded said that they had a lot of fun, which is great. I've never seen this all blue. I think this is biased for a different reason, though. So my original surveys were biased because people knew me. And this one's biased because people aren't probably going to open up the feedback unless they had fun and saw the tip that said, hey, do you want to give feedback? And then this was also all the same answers. It's in the $5 to $9 range. So I assume this means we can price the game at like 11 to 13 and have a sale going down to 8, let's say, so that hopefully people pay an average of $9 or $10. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think things are looking pretty good so far. There is one thing I have never actually looked at because we didn't have this data yet, but I'm hoping this has some data on it. Let me take a look at this off screen first. Okay, yeah, we got 10,000 impressions, 10K impressions. Presumably yesterday, I think we were at like 20 impressions. So we went from 20 to 10K. Not 20K, obviously. Is there any other way to see this information? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, there's a breakdown. So there's the free demos hub, and that got 5,400 of them. Then there's the browse search results, and that got 3,700. And then none of the other ones are pretty significant. So that the tag page got 441. And yeah, some other things that don't really matter. Owner impression. Can you see how many people played? There must be a way to see that. There's something that says owner impressions, which I assume means that these people ended up getting the game, and there are only 14 of those. It says the click-through rate was like 0%. How do I see? I don't know how to see any other information here. Daily deal pricing. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can get. Hey, Ifrit. There's some feedback posted in Steam discussions. Yeah. I need to respond to that. Does downloading the demo help during the festival? I don't know, and I don't want to totally speculate here. Here's what I think. I think Steam cares about metrics, and there are things like the typical sales funnel of impression to download to like. There's the gameplay time. There's, I guess, any engagement, like a review, a forums post. Anyway, these are just metrics. I don't know which ones they're going to value when it comes to showing the game to new people. But from what I understand about these festivals, There are a couple of sections like most wish listed, up and coming, and then just I guess the browse sections and whatever else, right? The typical stuff. So if you make it onto most wish listed, that probably matters more than gameplay of the demos, but maybe not. It's yeah, it's hard for me to say. But I think all of this needs to be happening on a large enough scale where it's probably not important if any individual person is playing the demo or wishlisting the game. It's we need, thousands of wish lists. Anyway, update today. Let's do this. So today. Steam's Idler Fest starts at when the stream is uptime of roughly 2 hours. Adam isn't totally sure what to expect, but the Skeleseller demo is on Steam and already in. Demo is on Steam and it'll be in Idler Fest. Yeah. Okay, so there's the today command. Let's do the tenets. Also, I don't know if I said hi to you, A.K, but hi. I did a bunch of work over the weekend. Man, it's crazy the amount of things that still need to be done. Yeah, so today, like I said, it's going to be kind of light work. We're gonna do a bunch of different things. Probably merge PRs at some point. Compile feedback, manage this list. And then the things I wanted to tackle were the tip system and the Explorer controlling difficulty. And we might get to those today, we might not. I don't want to rush. We have 3 weeks exactly until Next Fest. Next Fest is the more important festival, and that one is open to everybody. Idler Fest is only open to idle games. And they're pretty specific about the festival constraints themselves, and I like that. So it's not just like platformer festival. It's usually something like action platformer festival where they narrow it down just a little bit more. Idler as a genre is not so big, I think, that they needed to narrow it down more. But yeah, I think that helps get eyes on those games and not just, oh, well, it's got some idle mechanics, let's throw it in. So yeah, tenant review, sustainability. What am I doing? Okay, I was really pushing it before vacation. Then my vacation was practically perfect. I came back and immediately started working and worked for a lot of the weekend. So I want to be careful that I'm settling back into a sustainable. I gotta fix this I key. In fact, let me pop this off right now because this is gonna get super annoying. What did it just, in mashing every single key, it did some like narrator thing I don't think I've ever seen. All right. Yeah, we can't have the I key being triple pressed. All right. Hey, Gleska. All right, bricklaying. Definitely going to be important for the upcoming 3 weeks. I think it's going well. Brakes. Yeah, I want to keep an eye on this. Oh, there's one other update. This one's unfortunate, but I applied to be on the Steam front page during Next Fest, and they said, oh, you'll hear back in the next 1 to 3 days. It's been like 4 or 5 days, so I assume that I'm not going to be on the front page. I can apply again, I think for March, maybe for April. And there's no guarantee it'll ever happen, but I thought that timing it with Next Fest would have been ideal. Hey, Joss. Want to keep an eye on this. I worked. Did I put in a whole day on Friday? What did I even? Why do I have no recollection of Friday? I did a half day. Oh, I did a half day on stream. That's why. I did a full day of work. I only streamed half of it. I only streamed for half a day on Friday, but I don't think I took any breaks. And successes. We're on Steam as a downloadable demo, and we're finally going to be in a festival. Did I say Steam? I might have. Yeah, I might have. But I got my answer that I needed. The other thing we got to do, actually, this is probably even more important, is um, incorporate the store art that Quickie Joe sent. Eocleus? Okay, I'm gonna put that there. I actually don't think the celebrate the successes thing is all that important. I keep an eye on this. Consider dropping this. Okay. All right. Tenant's done. Sustainability is pretty important. All right. Wish list we already checked. I want to check this again tomorrow actually. So we'll put this on Tuesday. Check wish list. We were 579 before the demo launch, then 628 after the demo, but before Idler Fest. Oh, there's one other thing. If we open an incognito tab and just go to Steam demos, they have new and trending. I think we're off this list now. Yeah. Which kind of makes me wonder. Yeah, there it is. It's like way down here now. It makes me wonder how exactly this is done. I think the and trending part matters more than the new part. Because some of these have been here for more than a day. So that probably means that people aren't checking out Skeleseller as much. And I thought part of it might have to do with all we have is just the logo here, kind of. And I think having the skeleton there would help too. So that's what I want to go upload now. Hey, Funky Monkey. Good morning to you. Although I know it's not morning for you. Not gonna stop me. All right, let's go download this thing. All right, I got that size from Steam asset template thing I had. I have to do this off screen for a sec. Those had the demo banner in the corner. Should I add that to the newer images? Steam adds that automatically. I can use these ones that you shared. Thank you. There. Okay. Now I got to download these things. So this should be the new one that we have. There are two sizes, large and small. Okay. I'm going to save that there and that one there. And then I got to move these really fast. Give me a sec. I'm not going to do a lot of like this sort of streaming where it's all off the screen. I just need to do enough of this. So Steam downloads there. Put these over to this. Did that work? I don't even think that worked. There. Okay, cool. All right, now we got to go figure out how to upload these. I don't think I can show this stuff on stream either. Let me go to Steamworks. This shouldn't take too long. And it should automatically update. Where do we... Oh, why is that happening? These look different. They should probably be the same. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't even know which one we have to go update to modify this because the demo pulls from the main app. All right, well, whatever. Let's try to figure this out. Graphical assets. All right, should just be able to upload these. Header capsule upload. Okay, I don't know. How do we see this? Is it this? Because it wouldn't have already taken effect. Oh, maybe Ski did this actually. So cool watching you bring Skeleseller to life. Yeah, it's been a fun journey. There's there's always a lot of work at every phase, I feel. The searching thumbnail? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do it, but you're viewing in beta mode, so it's live instantly for you. Oh, okay. So if I put this over here, that did change. Oh man, okay. I don't know what's better. I kind of like this one better for this, but then I wanted the search one to be different. Do you need to do anything actively? Probably not really. Like respond to feedback, that sort of thing, but that even could be skipped. Yeah, I'm very torn on this. I think that the thumbnail that we use is really important. I think this one is good. I think whatever we had, do I still have that page open? I don't. Okay, let's go back to Steam demos. Are we, how far down new releases are we? I wonder how many launched after. Okay, apparently a lot. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, this I don't like, but the other one I thought looked good. This is the one you want to change? The header capsule and the small capsule. But what I don't understand. Okay, hold on a sec. I Ski, could I ask you to do this? Let me revert my changes first. Yeah, I'm gonna revert my changes. Okay. The difference between the store and the demo. I see. I see. Yeah, can you do it, Ski? If not, I can take care of it now. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so let me close out of all this stuff. I really appreciate that. Do I have any other tabs open? No. All right, so that we're gonna mark done. Next, merge PRs. Hmm. You know, one of the ideas that I had for today was, what if I were to just consume um, Idlerfest myself? Like, take a look and see what are the demos that people are uploading. But idle games, I don't think are very nice to stream. So I should just check it out afterward, I think. Just to get to hear the full song. Yeah, I finally finished it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Title theme. I had to do a bunch of leveling on it afterward to make sure it wasn't like blaring at the beginning. But yeah, this stuff. Man, there was. Do you see this cliff right here? This is the volume of one of the instruments because when I changed the tempo down right there, it had this like a Doppler effect that made it sound really bad. So these are little things I had to do to make this sound a bit better. Do we have? Yeah, okay. Just checking. All right, let's go merge PRs. There's one, and it's, I think, pretty important. The loading screen. I wonder if we should also make a post on Steam. Maybe say that we're in Idler Fest. We're looking forward to hearing feedback. I don't know. Exposed points, yeah. No way of doing this since what we do is basically replace the loading screen with the town. So the ladder doesn't exist yet. Fade to black, then fade to scene effect is supposed to hide this. We could make this work though. We need the town to exist in the tree while we're on the loading screen. Do it under the main app. So it shows under the news of the main game. Okay, yeah. Also, I pushed the updated image. Don't know what page we were looking at to see the bad image though. I was just looking at Steam demos and then, yeah, this page. And then if you just scroll down and click show more a couple of times, there it is. Okay, good. Yeah, nice. It got updated. Yeah, I think this will be better. Is this like changing the aspect ratio when you hover over this? No. Give the people a feedback link and an out of game place and maybe link the stream, etc. Yeah. Might as well just leave this open. All right. Add some extra logic to the game settings menu so it doesn't pause the game. Screen's not preloading town yet. Okay. Okay, I think this is fine for now. At that point, it may be better to just keep the main scene as root always. Do you think it's worth doing it in a loading screen? No, I think there would be, it would be better to have the main scene always be the root. It's some like scene manager, essentially. Okay, I'm gonna look through this. Before I forget, let's collapse all of these things. There was something in particular that I wanted to look at. I think it was scene transition. It might have been, but it might have been the actual C# script here. This is not set to stop the mouse. Sorry, won't this be a problem? PR checkout. I think it will be. But maybe I'm mistaken here. Oh, it's the scene transition. Okay, I think I know what'll happen. The scene transition will just finish after 1 second and then the mouse will work. Yeah, okay. I think this is a problem. Let me turn this down. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a problem. Okay, but that's okay because it's very easy to fix. We just set mouse filter equals ignore. Done. Okay, now I'll review the rest of this stuff. So loading screen itself should be pretty basic. It's got the crystal. Thought we wanted to stop clicks when the transition starts. Yeah, I guess the only time that these scene transitions happen is when switching to or from the title screen. So if you're blocked from clicking for 1 second, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I guess it was a bigger deal when we didn't have the process mode. Okay, I'll keep this at what it was then. It changed UIDs on me. They'll just never go away, will they? All right, loading screen. Mana crystal. The loading screen should have some code to control the mana crystal. Pretty interesting. Oh, this is funny. Okay, this should be mana crystal dot max value. Does that not exist? It doesn't exist. We should probably have some like set percent. Yeah. Because otherwise, I think this is potentially going to look a little bit weird eventually. It's not a problem for right now. But yeah, when we do change mana, we probably need to fix the loading screen. Mana. After doing this stuff, make sure the loading screen still renders the rainbow crystal correctly. It's using this. Figure out the maximum value. 100% should be. We can ignore the mouse when fading in and stop it when fading out. Maybe that's what we want. Yeah, that could be good. This knows whether we're fading in or out, right? No, this has fade scene in. I guess we could just change it and fade scene out. Yeah. Well, let me finish looking through the rest of this stuff. Anything else in here that I want to look at? Progress label. Scene transition. What sets this to the rainbow crystal? Oh, because it is a mana crystal. And mana crystals get initiated. Set crystal texture. Yeah. Probably should have a comment here saying this is the rainbow one, but I think it's fine. And I know that's not new code. I know I should have done that. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. So viewed. Scene transition is just a node, that's fine. Title screen got this, node where fade happens. Town got a scene transition. Yeah. I think this stuff should go into scene paths. Yeah, I think this stuff should go in there. I want to make that change. Game constants, res colon slash slash scenes. Yeah. Oh, I had that commit ready. Okay, I got you. Okay. I will make that change then. All right, type of scene paths. Dot get fields. Where field is literal, select field type string. I don't think this is what we want to do here. I think we actually do want to look through all the scenes on disk. That way we load everything. So that way the first time a battle happens and you see a fireball, it's not loading it then. Yeah, because this is just going to get these scenes. And I guess if we eventually have every single scene here, that'd be okay, but it's probably better to just read them from disk. And the game is small enough where, like, sure, you might never get in a battle with a witch doctor, and so you're loading, byte.tscn or something like that. And the commit I mentioned, I mentioned I moved all scenes to here. Okay. But that still means it needs to be manifested in order to be loaded on the loading screen. I'm gonna at least write a comment here and maybe come back to this. Wait, what? This will only load scenes that have been manifested in this class. I think it may be better to just load all of the scenes I don't actually know. Maybe it is just better to load the heavy ones. Or maybe we should time it and see. Because like customer isn't here. And the first time we load the customer scene, it might add like 3 milliseconds of latency. Yeah. There's no real opportunity for a delay. Scenes are created. If there's a way to read them from the executable, that works for me, but I don't know how to do that right now. The way that this should work is that you should be able to, there should be some directory functions for Godot. C# get files in directory. It should just be, yeah, dir access. Just read from disk. And hey, Thomas. And the thing we want to read is, did I write this in here? Wait, there's a place where I could have sworn I wrote this down. Yeah, it was here. Yeah. If we just look under game/scenes, we should find all of our scenes. Will I still be streaming in 2 hours? Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I'll put this in the review here. See this comment. Gotcha, looking at that. Yeah. And I don't think it needs to be done for this PR. I'm gonna merge this PR so we get a win for now. So as long as you're tracking this stuff, I think it should be fine. So now scene functions dot instantiate scene. That is here. Loads a packed scene, instantiates it as a particular thing. Yeah, I want to see where this is used when we didn't have this in, oh no, it wouldn't be there though. They're all using scene paths. But everywhere we call dot instantiate can be changed. Yeah. But I think that's what Kevin was mentioning. There's going to be another commit that does all of these other ones. Anyway, should be good. I guess I should write this as no. Yeah. Okay, good. I don't need to write it down. All right, looks good. Looks good. Debug menu. Yep. God, that was so stupid of me to name that folder node function. Disable handling pause state. Wait a sec, what's this? Disable handling pause state. It's set here when you open the menu. So something needs to set this to true. It's there. This is the only place it does this. So we open this settings menu and then say not to pause or unpause. Okay. Yeah, I think this is one of those cases where we need to put the Y here. And it's because of that new change that we made. Where did that go? this. So transition element is set to always. Sent another command with a fix, had some extra logic so it doesn't pause the game. No, I don't understand that. What if this is never set to true? We just cut that out and then start the game again. What happens? By the way, T minus 1 hour and 23 minutes until Idler Fest. I don't think Idler Fest is just going to be some flood of incoming people to Skeleseller, but it'll increase the number of impressions. This is when I open this. No, when I go here. There'll be an uptick, surely. Yeah, I think so. I also think just having the demo on Steam will help because now people can find it. And I shared earlier, although I think I closed this tab since then, but I shared what the traffic sources were. And it was like maybe 60% was from the up and coming, and maybe 40% or like 35% was from browse traffic. So this amount of traffic should still be there. This probably won't be there because we're no longer in the trending one, I guess. Settings menu pauses the game in the title screen if you open it with escape. So when it transitions to the loading screen, it's paused. I guess we make the loading screen also always process. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, I think the loading screen should not be able to be paused. I think that would be a better fix than this. So wait a sec. That means that settings menu pause the game in the title screen if you open it with escape. Ah, I see. I see. I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Loading screen. We can actually just open this up there and set process mode to always. And then everything should be fine. So we go to the title screen, click new. That's weird. Did I forget to save? No. What? Is that centered? It looks weird. Let's find out. I would assume that yes, it is centered, but I don't know for sure. So let's see. Yeah, it's centered. I wonder why it looks weird. I don't think it looks weird. Yeah, it's centered. It might be the logo. I think the logo image itself is like slightly off, maybe. No, even this is pretty much perfectly centered. Huh. I set it on the mana crystal? Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that opened. Oh, man. Silly. Thank you. I don't even think I would have noticed that. Maybe just me being there on screen. You want me to just slide off the side? Just stream from over here. That way everything looks centered. Yeah, I think this is a better way of doing things. But now it's going to be paused on this screen, which is going to be a problem because now you can't unpause. Okay, never mind. I think we should just unpause the game when you first load the town. Loading screen should unpause on ready. Yeah, get tree dot paused equals false. Unpause the game. I don't think we need to write that. Okay. Way better. You know what? Just turn off the cameras, Adam. All right, it's the same basic deal. Okay, that worked. But now, is this needed? I think we can revert this. And as soon as this thing enters the scene tree, it'll just unpause everything. But that might not work. It might say, oh, I'm not even run ready, which I'd be surprised. No, it works just fine. Okay, good. Yeah. All right, so this will let us delete this stuff. So now this is always going to be false. This isn't needed. Use this instead of show when you need to bypass. Hey, TJ. It is going well so far. How are you doing? Let's just get whatever this comment used to say. Yeah, I'm just going to copy paste this. And then we need to check for all callers of this because they don't need to pass in a thing. If they ever pass in 2 Booleans, but I think it was just this one that passed one in. Yeah. And there are no others, right? No. Yeah, we're good. This is never set to true. Wait a second. So then, is that a problem? Nothing else sets this to true. Huh. When did that stop being the case? When you were able to open this from battles? Oh. Oh, yeah. E.g., if you can ever directly open this menu without having to, yeah, go through and game menu. Wow, look at that. Thanks, AI. Cool. Okay. I like it. Let's try it out. Yeah. I was kind of wondering, what if every single feature that you ever developed for some product, a game, website, whatever, went through a pair programming process? So basically, there was never just one person at a computer. It was always multiple people. I wonder if that would like drastically improve the quality of the code base. Because this is why we have code reviews, is so that another person gets involved at some point. It's just not while it's being coded, unless it's a work in progress code review. Just found out who my new boss will be. I don't know the person, so we'll see how it goes. I expect to meet up soon, though. She's transferring out of from Louisiana, so not sure when she'll be relocated. Yeah, I think this is. It's always a little tense / nervous to figure out, will the new person be good for my style or not? I hope it ends up being good. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't even press escape right there. There we go. Okay, yeah. Oh, I wonder what would happen if we'd made a change. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. But what happens if I can click one of these things fast enough? So like 1x game scale. I might not have done that fast enough. Darn it, it's so hard to do. Oh wait, we stop mouse clicks anyway, so it won't be possible. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I think pair programming is good for teaching, but not good for feature development. Code review is an absolute must when working on anything remotely persistent. Not good for feature development. I think here's what is making me feel this way. As a streamer who's programming, I'm essentially always pair programming, but not everyone is involved to the level where they'll be able to say like, hey, that doesn't look like a good idea. And I think it's helped me improve the quality of my code. So that's what makes me wonder. Like, to be clear, I'm not trying to say that companies should do this or that it would be more cost efficient. I just wonder if it would result in higher quality. I think it would. I think just having another person there who can say like, oh, that doesn't look right to me. I think that would be helpful. I don't mind code reviews. Gives a second pair of eyes. Yeah, I think code reviews are super important. Also, I think code reviews are generally understood to be pretty helpful nowadays. I think there was a time when people were like, "Oh yeah, just submit stuff, and if there's a bug, our test will catch it." And it's like maybe you should have a human try to catch it first. Yeah. Hey, Grace, it's going well. I'd say this is more coding in front of others. It's not often that you take advice from chat that are already working on the project. Yeah, yeah, that's probably true nowadays. And in the botland days, it wasn't as true. I think there were some people who were almost like they were working on the project and were kind of just watching. By the way, that's kind of how Kevin started on this stuff. Kevin was just suggesting stuff that I ended up saying, you know what, you're making enough good suggestions. You want to just work on the code base. So yeah, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Hey, Ramy, how you doing? Let's go check this in. Unfortunately, I don't really know what to do about this stuff. Like, why did these even change? And why did this change? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it the way that it is. Not this one though, for sure. Bothered enough, no. Helped enough. Okay. Remove this. This was this Boolean existed so that the loading screen wouldn't be paused. We couldn't just set its process mode to always because then the game wouldn't be unpaused when the loading was done. Instead, there's a very simple fix. Just unpause on the loading screen. Note that some UIDs changed here. Those should be irrelevant, but I'm going to commit them anyway. Yeah, I don't think anything else changed. Yeah. Okay. Good, thanks. How about you? Also, since Skeleseller will be in the spotlight now with Idlerfest, it might be wise to keep a side eye on Steam. Yeah, I have Steam Chat open. Although anyone in chat right now who doesn't mind also kind of keeping an eye on it, that would be great because I might miss it anyway. My other monitor, actually, there's no reason I can't show you this. Let me show you. Here's what my left monitor looks like right now. I have OBS and then I have 3 different chats open. And the problem is it's just hard to see out of the corner of my eye that like this chat scrolled by 1 line. I'm mostly looking out of the corner of my eye at this chat scrolling by 1 line. Hey Kappa. Do we move there? No, definitely not. It seems like we're no closer to get stable UIDs. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, thought the .uid files would fix that though. Hey Neverdark, I got a question. I've been trying to stream game development, but I'm a beginner who's learning. Should I still stream even though I don't know much? Yeah, definitely. I think I have a lot of advice on streaming stuff, and I've got some videos on this too, or some resources, I guess. Where's that Botland blog streaming? Yeah, here we go. This thing. Where was this? Being a development streamer on Twitch. Okay, so I wrote this back in 2016, but here's one thing, and then the other one is I'm gonna share these, but I'm gonna try to sum them up quickly enough. Where is the video? I don't even know where this is. Yeah, here. Mute and copy. Okay, anyway, couple of thoughts. One, try not to let the expectations of others get to you. I guess be upfront about your experience. And then also, here's a big risk I think for new developers is try not to lean on chat too much. I've seen streamers who they're like, "Oh, hey, I'm going to go learn whatever, let's say JavaScript." and they hit some issue. Maybe they've got like whatever, if condition, do something else. And they're like, oh, the condition is false. I'm still running this line of code. Well, they don't really realize that that's what's happening, and they're just like, why isn't this code working the way I expected to? And they just kind of they ask the question and then they just like look at chat and they just wait for a response. I don't think you should ever turn your brain off if your goal is to learn. So yeah, by leaning on chat and being like, hey, chat, what's the next answer to this? What's the next answer to this? I think that's a bad habit to get into. Other than that, there's all the advice I have on those resources I shared. But yeah, I think it'll be fun and good luck. Don't allow chat to always throw you from development to long tangents. Yeah. In the Potland days, I think that happened a lot more than it did now. Today, by the way, the goal is to just like, it's one of those get through the days kind of day. So I'm not going to be doing any intense coding probably. You see my and Kevin's message in Steam? I noticed that your chat was entirely empty. No, I didn't. Huh, weird. Thank you for telling me that, Rami. That's very, very helpful. And hey, Cypher. Okay. So I checked that in. We modified this thing. Now let's go back to here. Yeah, so that's done. That's fine. Return to title pressed. Oh, because some other thing needs to listen to this now? Return to title. Set up in-game menu, scene transition. Okay. Hmm. Let's use the same method that we use for load. I don't think I understand this comment. Same method that we use for load. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand this part. This is in the in-game menu though, so maybe that's why. Load get tree paused. Oh, I see. Okay. Um, Out of curiosity, why do we have to unpause this here? Shouldn't the visibility of this changing be enough? Possibly not. Anyway, not important. I'm not going to even think about that now. It doesn't matter. Might as well just be safe there. These things are fine. The loading screen itself, I'll go take a look at in this loading screen. I do see a to-do in there. Yeah, it's okay. Don't be a cat. This is like a mafia boss threat. 17,000 steps on Saturday. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Congrats. Yeah. Ramey's also hitting some distance goals over there, right? You said you ran the most you ever ran in your life? Okay, what is this? Current task. I wonder what canceling this would ever do. Like, there's presumably a way to trigger a cancel here. Is there a way to pop out this chat? You can go to this link, Rami. This link should just be the chat pop out because that's what I'm using. All right, scenes to load. Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good. Cool. Testorini. What is that? You tesseroni. Did some 3D printing to make a mount for detectors under the layout. Do you have the picture of the actual 3D printed thing? Because man, just think of how this used to not be possible, and now it is possible. Okay, I think this is looking good. What's this now? We set the clear color to match the transition so there aren't flashes of a different color while the scene is changing. We do here instead of in the project settings so that it doesn't change in the editor, which causes the scene window background to have that color. Okay, I want to understand this for myself. If we didn't do this, then what would this look like? I guess it'd be gray instead of black. Yeah. Yeah, Steam chat activities going nuts. I wonder if that helps at all. Like, I don't know. Here's my understanding. NextFest used to actually care about streams on Steam, and now it's not a thing anymore. And this number that shows, this 13, I think it's just the number of people on this page. Like, I don't think they're watching the stream necessarily. And yeah. Okay, so let's try that out. Yeah, I see. There's the flash when we're in between scenes. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Check project settings, rendering environment. There's that color. Yeah. No, I know where the color is set through project settings. I just wasn't sure where this would show during the transitions. Everything is weighted, whether it's important or not, or how important, we'll never know. Yeah. Yeah, so like, should I try to shift everybody from Twitch over to Steam? Probably not. I don't think it's worth it. And I don't think most people will ever even see it. Even if you had, let's say, 20,000 viewers on Steam, unless someone opens that thing and looks at it, they're not even going to see the view count. Is Next Fest already live? I don't see it on the Steam mini page. Main page. It's not Next Fest, just to be clear. Next Fest is going to be on the 24th. Today is Idler Fest. And I'm not saying this to be pedantic. There are two festivals we're participating in, and Idler Fest is like the slightly less important, probably smaller festival. So that I'm not as like excited about. I think it'll help. I don't think it's gonna be like major. Does Steam have a streams page, or do you have to specifically go to each store page? I'm not sure. I don't know who goes to Steam to find streams. You might go to a game page and then see that there's a stream and be like, oh yeah, let me look at this. Well, how many people are going there so that they can watch streams? Just feels like you'd go to Twitch for that. Okay, so we now understand where that thing comes from. Where did that file go? There it is. And are we almost to the bottom of this? Scene transition. This node, when added to a scene, will facilitate creating transitions to and from that scene. Scene is first loaded, the node will add a fade in effect. In order to transition to a different scene, call transition scene. The target scene also has a scene transition. Yep. Node where fade happens must be set via the editor to the node. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of making me think we should have had a scene manager that just swaps in and out scenes so that it could handle all of this. And we don't end up with a node where the fade happens or the scene inside, the scene transition inside of a scene. But it's not super important. Oh, hey, this isn't needed. We can just delete that. I should have done that myself. Okay. Top stream, 2,900 viewers. They got to be watching on purpose, not just loading the store. Do they? I mean, Maybe Euro Truck Simulator just has a sale or something going on right now. I don't know. It is possible that these people are actually just getting viewers through Steam, I guess. I guess the way we would check is if we go to Steam Euro Truck Simulator 2 and then we see, is that stream on the page? Watch the developer play. Is this that stream? Yeah, it is. So I wonder if this is just a very popular page right now. It's entirely possible. And maybe the demo didn't exist until recently or something. Those are recorded streams for promotion. I didn't actually watch the stream, so I don't know. Did you check it? Because I was gonna say they might be live. Hasn't been cleaned up yet. Oh, nice. It looks like the 3D thing though, just in black instead of blue. All right, so I think this shouldn't cause any problems. Let's try it out though. And then everything else here looks reasonable. Yeah. Is that not needed? I thought opening the settings menu may stop the fade rect from animating otherwise. Oh, you might be right because this is no. It's all in the loading menu though. No, wait, is it in the loading menu? Maybe it isn't. No, it is here. This is inside. This is inside the load screen, so it should be fine. It's not fine. What? I don't think I understand that. We're setting the process mode of the entire loading screen, and the color rect exists inside of the loading screen. Huh. Gets added to a different place in the tree. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see. No, wait, I don't see. Yeah, no, I don't. The node where the fade happens is in a different part of the tree, but the fade rectangle is here. Hmm. Re-air the Twitch VOD on their Steam page. Yeah, this is what happened a lot during Next Fest originally when they were focusing on streams. People would just have some pre-recorded thing and then try to sort of abuse the time slot. The fade rect gets added to node where the fade happens. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Sounds like a memory leak. You're adding the fade rect to the node, but are you ever removing the node? This thing is now handled in a different scene. So if that scene ever gets freed, then this would also get freed. But these might just live for the duration of the game anyway. But I'm not concerned about that for right now. Okay. So this is good. This is good. So settings, scene transition. All right, we're looking good. Any other things that we have here? No, I think this is fine. Cool. All right, I think we're in good shape. I didn't make any changes here, did I? No. All right, I am gonna merge this. Why do I feel hesitant about this? There's something I said at the beginning of this that I did not write down myself, and I'm hoping that Kevin remembers whatever it was. It was some task to track for future work here, but yeah. Thanks for doing this. Cool, cool, cool. Fix the layout of the images. Ah. All right. So let's go try this one more time, but on main. Hey, Magnetic Bind, it's going well. I got, I think, the largest number of wish lists by putting the demo on Steam. Idler Fest hasn't started yet, but yesterday, going into today, we got plus 49 wish lists. So now we're sitting at 628, I think it is. And I was originally saying way back when, oh, I hope Next Fest pushes us beyond 1K. But hopefully Idler Fest pushes us beyond 1,000, and then Next Fest pushes us to like 2,000 or something. That would be good. Okay, so if I go to the title screen, if I have this thing showing or not, it doesn't matter. Yeah. All right. So that's done. Now, the next thing on the list is make a post on Steam. Let me do this off screen for a sec. Let's see where we even do this. Then I can do this on screen again. Ski said to do it for the main app. Skeleseller, here it is. And then where do I do this? Oh, hey, activation report. Did I look at that? Give me a sec. Aha. There's an interesting thing here. This, I didn't see this page before. Current players. Number of users running this app right now. So there are 3 people playing apparently. Daily active users, average is 10. Lifetime unique users, 59. Ooh, this means probably that a bunch of people wishlisted without even playing the demo. Right? Because what are the odds that we got 49 wish lists and 59 players? Huh. What is detailed player breakdown? Peak concur. What time zone is this? Man, it'd be nice to have on Steam a way to see live information. Like how many wish lists did you get in the last 10 minutes, for example? But instead they do it every day. And it's hard to know which ones are by day and which ones are actually updating. Like, is this live information? Zafoy, thanks for the resub. Got hit by a 2-minute, 30-second ad. Yeah, so hopefully you can hear me now. The reason why that's happening is there are 2 ways to do ads. One is have pre-rolls, and 2 is avoid pre-rolls. And the way you do this is by having 3 minutes, at least 3 minutes, of ads every hour. And I finally switched to this because I was like, man, it's probably a bad idea to have pre-roll ads. I wishlisted but played the itch demo. Yeah, but did you wishlist in the last day, Ross? Also, hey Silas, why can't I see the demo on the Steam page? I think if you're on desktop, it just shows in a weird spot. If we go to the Steam page, it's there on the right side. I think you might be expecting it to be here, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, ages ago. Gotcha. How how do you get the demo thing to show up here? I wonder, is that only for games that have already released? The Windows download button is even farther down. Do you have a demo page? We don't have a separate demo page. Comes up as an entry under Skeleseller in the drop down. How do we, hey, look, the stream has 26 viewers. How do I do this? Okay, so we're gonna go to Steam, just regular Steam. We're gonna search for Skeleseller. Why is it not auto-completing? That was weird. Wait, what? Oh, because I have idle games blocked. I should probably turn that off. Yeah, I should probably turn that off. This is how much I dislike playing other people's idle games. How do I even do that? I don't know. How do you do that? It should show over here. If I click idler, there should be some way to change this. Why is nothing loading? That's not good. Are these considered idle games? No. Maybe that's why nothing's loading, because I blocked this as a tag. How do you unblock a tag? My tags, how to edit or remove them. Exclude tag on Steam Store. Account store preferences. I looked briefly and I didn't see. Oh, I got to click there. Okay. Okay, my bad. Account details. Store preferences. Got it. All right, tags to exclude. Early access and idler. All right, let's not block either one of those for now. Okay, so now when we go to Steam, does it save automatically? I think so. Now when I type Skeleseller, it should show up. Yeah. I found out how to fix the demo button thing I'm doing now. Can you first do it for sure, but then can you tell me what you did afterward? Because yeah, I wonder if that's contributing to people not finding this. Oh, hey there. I guess you did it. What? Yeah, that's weird. Why would this just not be the default? This is probably going to help a lot. How did you do that? There's a separate checkbox for displayed. Why would they do that? I guess if you really want them to focus on wishlisting the game, but that seems really silly. I feel like that should just be a default setting. Yeah, thank you, Ski, for doing that. Oh, Ramey's playing Trackmania right now. Oh my God. Okay, well, it's good that you fixed that. Well, it called out. It showed a notification. I don't know how to stop that. Let me see if I can turn that off. Oh, that's weird. I can't even see that. Huh. What's going on here? The Mac menu for Steam went away. Okay, good. Now you're playing a real game. I don't know how to stop any of this. Yeah. Oh, friends in chat. There we go. All right, now how do I like sign out of? There we go, offline. Okay, I'm signed out now. Hopefully I don't see this stuff anymore. Check again. Yeah. Oh, I see. All right, so I never actually made the Steam post. That's what I was trying to do. I got sidetracked. Where do we do this? Man, I knew how to do this back in the Botland days. I could just go look at those instructions, I guess. Okay, Steamworks, make news, post. Events and announcement tools. You can make posts or schedule events to communicate. Yeah, that's what I want. Where do you do that? Creating new events, hub admin. I just go to the Steam page and see that. Admin. I do not know where you do this. Man, I don't think that's a thing anymore from your app landing page in Steamworks. Okay, that might be a thing. Community hub admin? Okay, I found it. I found it. Community Hub is a central destination for community activity around your game on Steam. Below you find some quick links. So hold on, I'd be posting as Adam, I guess. Should I be posting as Adam? Do I want people even knowing this account? Post announcement. Okay, now we see these things. Game update, game or content release, discount, in-game event, challenge, live stream. Probably just this one, right? Announcement or news. Announcement title. Testeroni. That's the doodle do. This is a summary. This is the content. All right, preview. Does it say who this was posted by? It doesn't. I guess it just goes on the page regardless. Okay, that's not bad. Hey, Pretzel. Here's where you post this. Yeah. I should write this down. Releasing. Post any announcements. Steam link. Okay, so this is probably a good thing to do. Announcement title. Skeleseller is in Idler Fest. Subtitle. And we've got a free demo. Hope you get a billion wishlist. Thank you. Okay, so what's worth saying here? Where is this? Maybe link the stream, share the feedback link. Realistic goals. Man, if you had even a 1% conversion rate, though, can you imagine 10 million purchases of your game? That'd be quite a pretty penny. All right, I'm not totally sure what I want to say here. Maybe just a general news thing. Summary. There's try out the Skeleseller demo, which has about 90 minutes of content so far. Tacos or burritos? I think they're both good. I like burrito bowls a lot. Try out this new Idle Light game. I want to say that, man. What did I say? Maybe town management game? I don't know. Text before that sounded hookish. Well, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to look in all different cases. There's a preview thing here, but then the summary shows somewhere else. And I'm not really totally sure where that is. This description will appear in Steam library views. The short description field is optional. If not provided, it'll be auto-generated. Yeah, let's just delete this, I guess. This will be used along with the title on the event or announcement detail page. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's do this. Hey everyone. This is our first ever Steam festival. We're excited to show you what we've been working on for the past year. I want to include the stream. Um, if you're interested in watching the development, my development of the game, I stream. I'll say Adam streams here on Twitch, on Steam, and also on Twitch. And then how do we make this a link? Twitch. Not pushing this to anyone's library because they don't have the real game in the library. Ah, I see. Yeah. Here's the link. Link to my own stream. Thank you. Thank you, Anas. Wow. All right, this is our first ever Steam festival, and we're excited to show you what we've been working on for the past year. The Skeleseller demo has about 90 minutes of content and represents the general direction of the game. By the time this game is done, there should be about 5 to 10 hours of gameplay. So it's not the kind of idle game that you leave running for weeks at a time. We hope you'll try the demo and provide feedback. There's a link in the game. The survey is here. All right, Steam. Actually, let's not even do that. Let's just load up URL opener and get it from here, huh? Survey is here. I know you don't use them as much. I want to say thanks for all the tips on to-do files and to-do lists. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, hey Mitch. All right. 90 minutes of content. Why can't I capitalize this? What's going on? This key like popped out of my keyboard. We're aiming for 5 to 10 hours by launch. Not sure when the launch will be yet, though. Also, if you're interested in, yeah, okay, all right. I think this is pretty good. Let's preview this. Skeleseller is an Idler Fest. Try out this new Idolite town management game. Hey everyone, this is our first ever Steam festival, and we're excited to show you what we've been working on for the past year. The Skeleseller demo has about 90 minutes of content and represents the general direction of the game. I think we can drop that represents the general direction of the game. We're aiming for 5 to 10 hours by launch. Not sure when that'll be. We hope you'll try the demo and provide feedback. Also, if you're interested in watching the live development, Steam also on Twitch. Yeah, okay. I think this is good. Anything else I should include here? Hey, Derp. I'm going to try the demo now. Thank you. Yeah. And please do provide any feedback you have. I'm going to start going through some feedback that we had already accumulated in just a little bit. Rogue is absolutely cooking these back. Nice. Can you add a screenshot to the announcement? Is that good to do? I can. But it should probably be some custom thing, right? Like I don't know, a screenshot of the game and then like Idler Fest post on top of it. Is Steam scrubbing Twitch links? I don't know. but I doubt it would from news posts. Yeah, what would I include as the screenshot for this? Visibility, artwork, broadcasting. What's broadcasting? Allows Steam broadcast to appear on event and store page. On? I don't know. What is it? If I just click on, what happens here? Select from a list of default titles to show above your broadcast on your store page. Isn't this stuff already happening? What's going on here? I don't want to do this. It needs to be under artwork for it to be a custom thumbnail, and you do want it on the store page. Okay, I'm a little confused right now. Needs to be under artwork for it to be a custom thumbnail, and you do want it on the store page. So you're saying I should have a custom thumbnail? I like the idea of party hats on customers, but I don't think we'd have a chance to do that yet, or do that quickly. I need a little party hat graphic. This is the thing I hated most about when I posted news for Botland. It's also the thing I hate most about uploading YouTube videos, coming up with any like static thumbnails. I think it's better to post something than nothing, though. I wonder if you can edit this to have a picture after you've already posted the news. You don't have to make one, but if you're going to do a custom screenshot, it needs to be under artwork for it to be worth it. Do you think we should just include previously uploaded images? Let me take a look at what those even are. There are none. Cover image, header image. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's say future. It's going to be today. What time zone is this in? 10 a.m. I wanted to post this when Idlerfest starts. Actually, it should probably just be now. That way I don't mess up any time zone stuff. Show on my Steam store page. Show in the library what's new section. This is fine. When does it actually start? In 30 minutes. 31 minutes, I guess. Feel free to spam him with your feedback. I shouldn't say that. All right, let's just save this. So I kind of want to just publish this now. Can you use Steam's Idlerfest marketing images? I think they had one somewhere. Let me see. Steamworks Idlerfest. There was something. Was it? They had some like auto image create. Oh, it was a press kit. Yeah, I remember what it was. It was a press kit that they had where you could plug this in, but I don't have a way of doing this, I think. Let me see if I can even find it. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Well, Smash, it has been almost a year at this point. It's been 114 stream days. But yeah, it is cool to see how this progressed. They'll pull the default one, just like the library does. Okay. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to publish this. Anyone think of anything else that's missing here? Yeah, maybe just a closing. Have fun playing. Like, is this allowed? Yeah, I don't know. And I wonder how many games would do this such that this wouldn't stand out anymore. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's publish this. Publish. You cannot publish an event of type news without having at least an English cover image. Oh my God. All right, cover image, 800 by 450. Xanis, where did you get that marketing image? And what size is this? Get info. No, that one's a little too large. The cover image, at least. Just Google Idler Fest. Idler Fest press kit. There was a press kit somewhere. I just don't know where. Huh. Very strange that I can't find it again. Man, Steamworks, this is the issue I had even with Botland. There are so many pages that they have that it's just difficult to find any individual thing. You're right, people are using it. They're just slapping their game graphic on the top of this. Oh, actually, I think that's what they wanted you to do for this. There is a press kit somewhere, and I'd love to find that. Maybe I can search for it somehow. It is so difficult to find this. Steam Next Fest. Press. No, it's got to be through Idler Fest somehow. Okay, I'm going to search here. But I'm also going to take a look really fast and see if there's anything on this page. No, I don't see anything there. All right, do they have anything on this? Search Steamworks, Idler, Fast Press. Asset kit. They call it an asset kit. Ugh. Oh my God. All right, partner kit. Event share full. So this one has, no, I don't want that. I want the, I guess either one of these would work, but I need it to be the right size. Can I even open this file? I don't know if you can open this in GIMP. You can at least do this. Okay, so let's paste this into here. And then let's make this whatever size they want it to be and see if that totally screws everything up. 800 by 450. I guess scale image. 800 by 4. Oh, nice. Thank goodness. Yeehaw. Okay. Ugh, we're almost there. Now we just need an image that fits into this slot. And then presumably we also need that text, which I don't have. Ski, do you have Photoshop? Slash, do you want to take on this pain yourself? The other one just put free demo. Yeah, but I need to match the font, and presumably in the PSD file there's that font. But I don't know how we'd be able to get that because I don't have Photoshop. Can I? Oh, wait, there we go. Continue with download only. All right. Adobe Photoshop. When I try to double click this, what happens? Oh, wait, it did load. Oh. So can I modify this now? Oh, neat. I'm I'm actually kind of impressed by that. Can I click this? No. What font did they use? What is this? Is this just an image then? Huh. Hey, Banana. I might ask for help. Is there a way for me to do this myself? Because eventually I might need to do this myself. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't think you can. I think it's just text. Did they tell you what font they use at least? As they're designed to work well on various platforms. Download here. Yeah, it looks like it made an image. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we just need a font, right? Yeah, we could just use the Skeleseller font. I wonder if I can install that on my machine. They might, they don't have any guidelines about whether you should or shouldn't do that. Is it not just like Arial black or something? It might be. I don't know for sure. All right, let's look at the original image. They had it in that color. So yeah, let's take the same color and just go add in some text here. Whoops. There. Now paste that. Why can't I paste it? Because there's a pound sign? No, I still can't paste it. EF7C88. Free demo. Oh my God. It's so frustrating sometimes. Does it have, oh, nice. That does have that. All right, there, something like that. Let's get it to be the same height. Almost. Okay. All right, so now hide these things. I need to center this, of course. I'm not going to do that just yet. Also, is there a space at the end? No. I guess we could just do this, right? Put that there, and then center. Okay, now we just need some artwork. Where do we get artwork from? We need one of the tall ones. I wonder if I can just pull this from the Steamworks page. Yeah. I'm going there now. Then I want to take a break. Then I want to look through some feedback stuff. Edit store page. Graphical assets. Should be a tall one somewhere, right? Yeah, here it is. What is the... it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to save the capsule image. I'm going to load that in with GIMP. And then copy this and try to paste it in here. Why? Whoops. Why is this very tiny? What is the size of this? It's not even showing me the info. Oh, weird. There it is. No, very small, but that should be fine. Because the whole image should be 450, right? I guess I never scaled it. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. We could scale this. So now we need this to be like way down here. I guess in the your box art thing. to new layer. Put this here. Oh, they didn't make this a cutout, so I got to do this myself. Wait, right? Doesn't that seem like a mistake? Merge down. Yeah, they did not do that. Keeps popping up for Next Fest, but no Idler Fest. It was on this page. It's called Asset Kit. Do I have a larger graphic that I can use? I do. I have a 2x one. Maybe that'll work. Open with GIMP. All right, let's try pasting that in there. So just delete this. There we go. That's looking a little better. All right, so now make a new layer out of that. And then I guess shrink this a little bit. How do I figure out what the size of this is? I don't know how to do that. I mean, I can just draw a rectangle and get it that way, but shouldn't there be a way to see what the size of a layer is? Layer, scale layer. About 552 by 826. And what is this other image? 748 by 896. Okay, so we have way too much width. We can probably we can shrink it a little bit and then chop the rest off. All right, so first let's scale the layer down to 826. Actually, there's a border around it too, so now this is what, exactly the same size? No, it's not exactly the same size. What am I doing? Oh, it's a width I would need to scale. It's a right height now, right? Yeah, it's pretty much the right height. We should probably shrink it by a little bit more too. Yeah, so let's scale this to like 820. And then we can just chop off the edges. How do you layer boundary size? Here we go. Okay, so it needs to be 748 by 896, and I cut off 6 pixels there, so 742, which will probably still be a little too big. Did that even do anything? No. I'm so confused sometimes. Crop to content. What does that do? Not what I want. Or not exactly what I want, I guess. I want to change this. But this thinks that it is 742. If I do this, does it work the way yeah, it does. Maybe I just got the wrong size when I did this. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 550. Oh my God, yeah, of course, I typed the wrong number. Oh God. It's okay, so it's supposed to be 546. Oh, I'm doing great. Just great. I'm an expert image manipulator. 546. There we go. Hooray, we did it. We did it. All right, now we just want this to show beneath the other thing, I guess. And then just cut this out. What? Is this not a solid color? Kidding me? What is going on? Why wouldn't this be a solid? Oh, it's selecting the wrong thing. I don't know how that's happening. There we go. All right, it is a solid color. I'm very bad at image editing. We're done. We did it. It took forever. Oh my God. All right, is that good? How are we looking? Yeah. All right, I think we're good. Let's export this. Actually, we need to scale the whole thing first, right? Scale image down to what, 450? God, this took me so long. Where did my news post go? Here it is. Yeah, 800 by 450. Yay. This is so bad. Okay, Idler Fest cover art. Wait, what? You can gift points? You shouldn't even be able to do that. All right, please don't mess around with that, Rami. I feel like Rami always finds some way to break my entire point system. Okay, so now we can finally go use this. Oops, I saved it as a PSD apparently. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, because I need to type in PNG. Yeehaw, we're doing it. Wow, it only took like 20 minutes. Can we publish this now? Oh, okay. We have 12 minutes until Idler Fest starts. I'm gonna go take a break. And when I get back, we're gonna go through feedback, I think. This was obnoxious. Is it jump time? It's jump time. For those new here, just type join in Twitch chat. No need for exclamation marks. And J and a number, and you can jump. Here's some examples. I'll be back in a little bit. See you soon. Hey again. Oh, I gotta zoom in on this. I switched from seated to standing. Good job, Xanis. Close the game. All right, Idler Fest starts in 8 minutes. By the way, a lot of what I want to look at in the next little hour or so is what are other people doing for Idler Fest? What do their games look like? What am I competing with, basically? I think that'll be fun to look through. And I mentioned I kind of want to play some of those games too and just see what's out there right now. I really don't do enough of that, but I'm probably not going to do that on stream. It seems bugged. Where can I report it? You can report it here if you want. What seems bugged about it? And any extra details would be good too, like what platform are you on? If you want, if it's going to take a lot or you want screenshots or something, you can put it on Discord. Just let me know either way. Is there anything we can do to help play the game, etc.? Right now, I think the best thing you can do, number one, is just wishlist the game if you haven't already. And number two is get friends to wishlist the game. I think those are the biggest ways you can help. So I mean, as part of this, it could be like post on social media or something, maybe like a group chat, anything that spreads the word. Because right now, I think wish lists are the most important thing you can do, and they're free, so they should also be the easiest thing. And you're not committing to anything really; you're just adding it to your wish list. The way I look at this demo that's online right now is we have two festivals, Idler Fest and Next Fest. And like I said, this starts very soon, like next 10 minutes. This is the less important festival, and it's like the 90% of where we want the demo to be. That last 10% is going to be ready for Next Fest, but probably not ready in Idler Fest. And there are little things like in the game, the Explorer gives you hints. I think they should just lower the difficulty of bosses. And what else did I mention? Yeah, there's like little usability things. It's not very far from what needs to be done. Started up, set the UI scale to 2x. New game, bought first character, press battle map or something. Now it looks stretched and I can't see the green button it's pointing at. Yeah, think I think you might have to play in 1x. We probably need to focus on separating the UI scale from the game scale. Yeah, I don't have a 4x and my monitor's already, like right now, this is like I have a 1080p monitor. So I need 4x to be able to see your exact issue. I guess we can just go add that really fast. Let me add a note here. Update release instructions. I'm on main, right? Yeah. Hey, Chippy. All is well. Speaking of Explorer, I pushed the new graphic. Oh, cool. Yeah. Also, I should probably upload a new version. Maybe I should do that like right this second. Well, anyway. Release a new build. It'll at least have the loading screen. Could also get Dark's Explorer PR. All right, so we posted on Steam. I wanted to check out Potato's issue. Let's go to game scale buttons. It's in game settings menu.cs. And we have the scale options. Zoom, here it is, I+3. Okay, so this is going to set it to be 4x scale. Want to add the town hall, but we don't have the level system yet. We don't have the level system yet, but you could always add in the first level of the town hall if you want to, and just make sure that it looks like part of the problem is this little platform here needs to accommodate the new town hall. So we might need to change the map a bit. I think that's going to be tedious. What did I just do? Oh yeah, we were going to test this out. So I set this to 2, which is really like setting it to 4. And then we open up the battle map. All right, so the battle map looks like it should show correctly. Potato, can you share a screenshot on Discord of what you're seeing? I gotta compile this stuff. 1 sec. Yeah. And hey, Ash. Because it should be pointing down at this button. I could go into here and set this and try running that. Idler Fest starts in 3 minutes. All right, so this is the tutorial if I were on a 1080p monitor and had the scale set to 2x, I think. So we click this. Ah, yes, I see. I wonder why that happened here. Huh. It makes me think that it's because of the click start battle doing this. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, thank you for reporting this. I'm in danger. I think I misunderstood swapping the tile maps with sprites. Do we remove them? Do we keep them for the ground only? Yeah, I would just keep the ground. Like ideally, it looks good. The whole point is that we don't have a tile map for the new stuff. So if I click this and start the battle, we should definitely get a graphic in there. Yeah, now if I open up the battle map, huh, it is still screwed up. It works there, and it works there. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to work. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure what's causing that. Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll have to play in 1x scale. Okay. Yeah, I'll file an issue on this. The battle panel can go off the screen at a large enough scale. Yeah, I'm just gonna paste what Potato said here. So I repro'd this myself by manually modifying, what did I modify? Game settings menu. Game settings menu, line like 260-ish. Yeah, this line to have this so that I could like simulate having a 1080p monitor. Mine is 4K with hang on one second. Okay. There's a garbage truck outside that's just like it's got the arm that pulled a garbage can and it's just like flipping it over and over and over. Making a lot of sound. Like, is something broken over there? I'll just say high DPI. Yeah. Hey, protecting. Skeleton is running around with a sword, not putting it in any location. Yeah, you need the weapon shop. If you hover the mouse over something with a tooltip, the tooltip is also offset by a big space. If you're on a large scale, it's going to look like it's even larger. But if you're on a small scale, it shouldn't look too bad. Like if I switch even to this, let me just switch back to what we had originally. Yeah, we probably got to work on the scale settings. Is having a bad Monday, maybe. But they're like, look what I can do. And I'll write this here eventually. Probably need to focus on UI scaling options at some point. Game scale causes a lot of issues for people. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's set this back to what it should be, which is this. And now tooltips should look kind of mostly fine. Yeah. Yeah, I know they're offset by a bit. I think we can bring them in a little bit closer. Should probably look at other games for that too. All right, anyway, let's take a look at Steam right now because Idler Fest should have started 2 minutes ago. If I go from window to borderless, it looks good. On scale of 2? Because, yeah, I think that probably fixes this sort of temporary issue. Maybe I should write this in here too. Yeah, on 2x, okay. Notes. This does get fixed somehow in the game, but you can force it by changing window modes or probably by resizing the window. All right, let's take a look. Why am I not seeing Idler Fest? Shouldn't it have started? Huh. That's strange. It's supposed to have started at 10 a.m. and it's 10:02. What is this? Steam Idler Fest. Yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time. What? They're ripping me off of my 3 minutes. That was gonna have the most wish list. Guy with the button is asleep. Okay, it is up. But I guess it doesn't link it from the main page. That's kind of strange, right? If anyone goes to Steam right now, just the homepage of Steam, just this, do you see anything about Idler Fest on your page? Or is it only if you go to the idle category? Also, why is there a +1 button? It's gigantic. I get that it's supposed to be like the incremental thing, but it's huge. I guess my mouse cursor is huge. I see nothing. It's on my Steam homepage. It is. Okay. Interesting. So then I guess it's maybe slowly rolling out. Oh, there it is. Now it's showing up for me. I'm surprised this isn't like a homepage takeover. It's just hey, did you know there's a festival? Huh. Okay, well anyway, let's look through and just see what some of the other games are doing here. Swag and Sorcery. How do we go to their page there? Mixed reviews. Okay, I'm always curious when I see this. What are the negative reviews saying? This is not a bad game, but it might not be what you want. First of all, it's not an idle game. You have to do a lot of things. You have to understand what you're doing. Then you can send your parties on their way and do something else. Requires hours of actively watching and helping your first new guys. All right, well, let's watch their trailer with no audio because I don't want to play other people's music. Are you tired of working hard and... Oh, there we go. I'm plowing fields from dawn till dusk. Have you had enough? Then become one of our respected heroes. I like the graphical style of this game. Beat monsters, destroy evil, earn gold. Collect resources during the Crusades to fix your shack. This reminds me of... There was a game that people made in a game jam that was supposed to be like Diablo, but idle. And it reminds me kind of that. This is actually a decently long trailer. Yeah, like I said, good art direction. And they must have sold quite a lot, actually. They have gotten 2,000 reviews. Okay. So they just happen to be featured in Idler Fest. Let's keep looking through the rest of these things. Like I said, I just want to kind of get an idea for what are other games that are here. Cookie Clicker is showing up. Malvor Idle. I've heard of those two. Chillquarium. Cozy and relaxing idle game. Buy fish, raise them in real time, then sell them and turn a profit. Customize your aquarium as you progress from a simple starter tank to your dream setup. What's this one doing as far as reviews? Wow, also really good, huh? So the general rule of thumb is multiply the number of reviews by about 40 or 50, and that's probably how many sales there were. So here it'd be like, 200 to 250K sales of like a $6 game. So that's pretty good. It's a RuneScape. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, interesting. This also looks like a much simpler graphical style and kind of approach to this. Like everything just kind of takes place on one screen. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I want to just keep looking through some of these. Soda Dungeon. I played one of these. I'm guessing it was Soda Dungeon 1 because this looks different from what I remember. I thought it was okay. How is Soda Dungeon 2 doing? Oh, 5,000 reviews. I'm guessing everything in this little carousel here is they're like their best stuff. I played Adventure Capitalist. Adventure Capitalist is like a UI game. It's kind of weird to say that, but there are a lot of idle games that fit into the UI genre, I would say, where you're just watching bars fill up. I don't even think there is anything else to it, is there? No, yeah. It's just that. This is when I think idle game, it's like this is classic idle game. It fits into the whole non-human numbers. I mean, look at this. You can't understand at a glance how many zeros are in this number. I mean, I understand it's just prefixes, but still, it's not like, oh, 1,000. I get that. Yeah. All right, what else do we have here? Idle Champions. This is the Baldur's Gate one, right? Or Dungeons and Dragons. I guess it's all the same company. Leaf Blower Revolution. Now that's the kind of thing I want to see. Wow. 24,000 reviews. Blow leaves, buy tools, and upgrades. This is a wild looking game. This looks like a Survivor style game with all these random animal graphics that are chasing you. Man. Can you juggle item despawn timers by dragging them and dropping them? You can, yeah. It's not necessarily better to do. 24K in 5 years is not a lot, no. I mean, if you consider just that most games on Steam aren't going to get more than even like 20 sales, it's a lot. But yeah, if you're considering, how much money would they make compared to just being a software developer at a big company or something, then it's not a lot. Saw a game with 800K reviews. I was going to say Euro Truck Simulator had a lot. NGU Idle is a free-to-play idle game that's full of weird humor, tons of upgrades, hundreds of hours of content. Huh, very positive. Is this another like UI style game? Yeah, pretty much. You consider Magic Archery an idle game? Is making the rounds of some YouTubers and looked fun. I don't know. I haven't heard of it. Let's take a look. It's free. Train a commoner to become the greatest archer in this short incremental game. Increase your stats, gather wealth from quests, buy upgrades, and infuse your arrows with magic. Man, any game with automatically moving progress bars to me just feels like I shouldn't play this game, which is why I had idler games blocked on Steam. Because I always feel like they just sort of tap into your whole watch numbers go up. And whatever's happening in the game eventually just doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, this is shooting targets, but it could have been anything. Anyway, yes, it looks like it's an idle game. And it's probably fun. I'm not criticizing this game or something. I'm just saying that a lot of idle games are numbers go up and here's the visualization for it. Like Adventure Capitalist was you're selling stuff. Here you're shooting arrows. That other game was you're blowing leaves. And I guess it to some extent you could say that's all kind of any game is, right? Like it's an obfuscation layer over pressing some buttons and getting some outputs. Idle Slayer. There are a lot of free games on here. Actually, I guess free to play is not the same as free. Free to play means there are microtransactions, right? How do you see what the transactions are? Wait, is that what it is? Maybe free to play means it's totally free, and the other one means that there are microtransactions? Do they mention microtransactions in here? I don't remember how that works. Meaning while playing, they have the option. Yeah. Free to play is what has the option to purchase stuff, but no one in the reviews that I searched so far mentioned microtransactions. It'd be nice if there was a, yeah, here we go. Free to play game with unintrusive microtransactions for some time, not anymore. At the time of this review, the last update seems to be the developer literally trolling the players, slowed the game's speed down by 50%, making it take much longer to make progress. He made arrows only pierce some enemies on some stages with no explanation. This is the problem with microtransactions. Hey Ragnosh, seen you and Redbeard stream a lot. I think you're the only shared viewer we have. All right, what else is in this? Sell to Singularity Beyond. So, okay, wait, if we just look at this from in terms of what's their monetization. So this is paid, paid, paid. So 3 and 2 free to play, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, 3 and 5, 3 and 6, 3 and 7, 3 and 8. So only 3 games are pay for it once. The other 8 were free to play. And maybe one of them was completely free. I think it was all free to play though. So yeah, this is why I don't like idle games, because it's not just the whole numbers go up thing. It's that they'll go on infinitely and that they'll put these artificial barriers to get you to spend money. But because it's going on infinitely, what you're spending money on is usually pretty stupid. Like you go from 1 million to 1 billion. Oh, doesn't matter. You're about to get to like a number with 400 zeros at the end of it. Again, I'm not commenting on any individual game. I'm just saying that this is the monetization model that is most common of the 11 we looked at so far. Yeah, now the 12th one, also free to play. Grim Clicker. Mixed reviews. Locks important upgrades like skill points per level behind paid currency or excessive grind. I mean, isn't that kind of the point of a free to play game? It's just all about clicking, nothing fun at all. I mean, that's a clicker game, right? It's called a Grim Clicker. Have you seen Overwatch 2 reviews? I have. There was one review that I really liked on it, which typed out like overwhelmingly negative or something. I don't remember how it went. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going through here. Crusaders of the Lost Idols. Another free-to-play game. What's going on in this game? We're gonna stop looking at these eventually. I just, like I said, I want to get a lay of the land and figure out like what other kinds of games are in Idler Fest. So I do not like this art style. I recognize that this is subjective. This art style, I mean, the little cinematic thing that's playing on looks good, but this looks like a mobile game to me. And even the buttons and everything, the tabs are laid out like it's a mobile game. And it might have been a mobile game that was ported to Steam or happened to be output on Steam as well. I wonder, out of curiosity, if people talked about this. Oh, look at that. TLDR, it's an exceptionally engaging idle slash clicker game, but it also carries with it all the psychological warfare most of the genre does. This psychological warfare bit, this is pretty much what I've been complaining about. Did they mention mobile on here at all, or phone? No, I'm just curious. It can still have this UI and be a PC game and be fine. All right, let's keep looking. At some point, we should loop around, right? Is this just going to show me every single game? Tap Ninja. You see that QA at the top? I don't know exactly what that stands for. It's like quintillion or something, or quadrillion. But yeah, typical non-human numbers. This looks interesting. This has ascensions. This is like all of the typical idle stuff in here. Is this free to play? Yeah, free to play. Yeah, almost all of these are free to play. I'm curious when that happened. Like, is it an older thing that if they're paid once kind of games? Free to play, idle monster, tower defense. This has an interesting art style to it. I played an Idle Tower Defense once. It was just a totally free game though. Now we got a couple that are paid. Yep. I heard good things about this game. And this looks super cool. And I don't think it's a very long game from what I heard. Yeah, relatively short take. What do people have as their playtime? 44 hours, 108, 6, 5, 85, 11, 20. Huh, that's not as short as I thought. People have played this for a long time. Wow. You heard of Magicraft? Literally just yesterday because Kevin had mentioned it on Discord. This did not strike me as an idle game though. Yeah. Okay, so does this go on forever? Okay, Rusty's Retirement I've heard of. That looks like a good game. No, now it's looping? Wait, this was already there before, Swag and Sorcery, but... Oh, no, what? Huh? That's weird. Maybe it wasn't there before. Hang on, if I go to the very beginning of this... I thought it was the second game. No, it's not. Huh, weird. Maybe I refresh the page at some point. Okay, so they don't have every single game in here. Where does Skeleseller show up? Top demos. Why are we not here? How far do you have to drill down before you get to Skeleseller? Probably impossibly far because the demo's only been out for one day. Yep, it's not showing up. Oh no. This is what's gonna happen in both festivals, I bet. It's just no one will ever find this. I didn't miss it, right? No, I didn't miss it. Top demos was second page for me. It's not even showing on this at all for me. Maybe because I already have it. Am I logged in? Yeah, I'm logged in. Yeah, maybe if I do this. What? Something went wrong. Click here. Top demos. Okay, so I'm logged out and I'm looking at this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so how far down is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. It's number 23 right now. All right, let's put that in the stream of consciousness note. Skeleseller is number 23 in the top demos for Idler Fest. I don't know what that's gonna mean for us. Can I look at the marketing information again? Marketing data? Oops. Does this have real-time info? Give me a sec. There was some page I found earlier. See traffic documentation? Okay, does any of this mention real time? No. I I don't remember where I found that page. This is the issue I always have with this. This is why I need to write links for everything. Give me a sec. I want to see if I can find this, and I can't show everything on screen. There's a page that has a password just showing in plain text on the screen. It's not a big deal, and I can just change the password if I accidentally show it. Oh, here it is. Sales and activation reports. Okay, I think this is in real time. Yeah. All right, this is what we probably want to look at then. So let me add this here. Sales and activations report. Well, for the demo. Okay, so what do we see here? Lifetime free licenses 700. This is people who actually, oh no, not people who downloaded it. Trat. Lifetime unique users. The number of users that have launched the app. So it's currently at 67. And then why is this a link? Playtime. Not enough data. That's all it says. Total units? What does this even mean? Is it, oh, maybe this is people who downloaded it and this is people who opened it. So half of the people didn't even open the game. That's probably normal. Steam has a way of remotely installing, I think. So you can click like play later essentially and like your computer will download it. So maybe some of those people did that. You can add without it. Yeah. This is how many people added it. So 700 people added it. Then I think this is probably, oh no, this is today. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm not totally sure how to process this stuff. But ideally, we'd see the median time played go up. I don't think after 9 minutes, there's a lot of interesting stuff happening. Although maybe that's also an indication that we need to change the beginning of the game. All right. Well, anyway, that's interesting. And then what was this one? This is for impressions. Okay, forums, anything new on the forums? I still have to respond to this. Yeah, let me respond to this quickly. Do I show up as a developer if I post here? And should I even be posting from my like normal account? Maybe I should do this from the Xtonomous account. I'll try responding on this account. We'll just see what happens. Thank you for playing the game and providing feedback. Attempted to give feedback through the game, but it attempted to open a web browser. Due to security concerns, my computer is set up to not allow that by default. Recommend you add an option to copy the web page you want people to go to. I wonder what this looked like when they tried doing this, because I know that the game has this. It's provide feedback, and it just says, it pops up a browser page, right? So when it didn't pop it up for them, I wonder what happened. I wonder what operating system they're on. Because like, could I detect that this didn't work? I doubt it. URL opener. It's just open URL. Starts a process and tries to do this. Yeah, maybe we could get an error code from the process and then say, hey, this was blocked for some reason. Yeah, I'd like to get some more info on that. Maybe I can ask about that. Where did that page go? Here it is. Formatting help. Can I do quotes and stuff? Quote. Yes. How do I quote? Quote this post in your reply. Okay, here we go. Could you share some more information about this, please? Which OS are you on, and is that a built-in setting for the OS? I'd like to replicate this so that I can see if I can detect this and show the link. Copy, paste the survey link as you suggest. Also, for what it's worth, that link is here. I'll just say, yeah, that's fine. Okay, the link is this. Now a URL equals, there's no preview? Huh, that's too bad. Can you put in URLs? Yeah, you can. All right, so that was one thing I wanted to ask about. Currency amounts are hard to read. Yep. I gotta quote this again. Noted, thank you. Yeah, I gotta file this at some point. games. Here it is. Okay, feedback on Steam. And then what else? Font size. An option to increase font size without having to change the game scale and increase the size of everything would be super. Yeah, I agree. I agree. This is something that we can hopefully get done before next fest this month. Okay. Wow, a demo and live on Steam? Yeah, hey Nuka DeLuca. Yeah, the demo I just put online yesterday, and then as a result of putting the demo online, even outside of the festival, we got 49 new wish lists, which is pretty good. I am very, very excited to see how many wish lists we have tomorrow. We are currently number 23 on top demos, which is not saying a lot. Hey, Richie. Excuse me. Can you try catch? I don't think the process is failing, or I don't think it's causing an error. I think we'd have to read the exit code from the process. But even then, like if we can tell that this is not zero, can we tell, or did it work and the OS blocked this? And yeah, so we need to figure out exactly how it's working. I don't think it's probably gonna be too common that people run into that situation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna post this comment. Do I show up as a developer? Yes, good. Okay, then I don't care. That's fine. I'll make these posts as me. And now what? Can I subscribe to this? Shouldn't I be subscribed to everything? Subscribe. You've been subscribed. Okay. And then add language. I've added this as a note in our I can't say for sure when we'll add other languages besides English, but it's on our radar. Thank you for posting this. Done. And then the last discussion was just the one about thoughts on the game and everything. All right, I'm apparently subscribed to this, but I don't know where this goes. What does it mean to subscribe on Steam? Subscribe to forum? Get told when new, yeah, how do you get told? Told new topics. I would just code a text area, which would submit the feedback as a card in Trello. So we could have a text area in the game, but then if like, let's say the game crashes or something, then you'd lose anything you typed. I think using Google Forms for that is pretty good. Plus it compiles it all in the same area. It doesn't involve coding a server that's gonna accept that as an upload. Steam alerts notifications, maybe when threads or messages are posted. Yeah, I'm guessing it doesn't email you. Is there like an official Steam thing on this? How can I look for notifications? Steam account data related to your Steam account. Okay, I probably need to look into this. I'll write this for tonight. Figure out where Steam notifications are going. Inside the Steam app. That was pretty cool. Nice. Okay, there's other feedback I've got to compile while I'm at this, but we're gonna need to keep an eye on the forums. I want to just finish what I had started over here though. So again, I want to just go to Steam and see, is Idler Fest still just a banner? Yeah. I doubt it's going to be more than this then, if on day one it's only this. Okay, so what do we have? Browse games, free demos. Do I show up in this list? Oh, right, I probably won't because I'm logged in. But if we look at it here, does it show up? No, it doesn't. Oh, man, being in this list is probably really important. But maybe these are only for paid games that happen to have free demos. Is there a concept of a paid demo on Steam anyway? No, these are just released games, right? Yeah. Popular, upcoming, and top demos. Do I show up in this at all? I don't think so. No, there I am. Okay, so we're in popular, upcoming, but you have to go to like page 4. Yeah, early access. Okay. Huh. All right. Yeah. Cool. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I wanted to check out for that. We do need to keep looking at the forums. Release a new build, I'll do later. Let's keep looking through the feedback. Like I said, this is a very different kind of stream from normal. I want to make sure we are tracking everything. And I also want to make sure I'm not going like super overboard here. So in the last set of feedback that I got, this is for mostly Checkpoint 5, but I think some people have submitted it more recently. Most people had fun playing the game at least. And it was new for a lot of people. So yeah, I got to go through here and get all the feedback. There was one other thing I needed to do. No, maybe that's about it. Oh no, there was something on Discord. That's what. Yeah, let's look through Discord really fast. Just saw the demo's available. Congrats. Haven't played that version yet, but I did play the recent version and submitted a new batch of feedback. Okay, sounds good. Game suggestions. Let's get all of this. Is this Oakley's? I would guess so. I can't see. All right, next item display being 100 gold out of the gate feels inaccessible. Maybe start with one display, then 10 for the next, 25 for the next. I didn't want there to be, yeah, this is this is a game balance thing. I generally agree with the feedback. I wanted you to get 2 item displays at a time, but maybe you work your way up to getting that much. What's the timeout for items despawning after one battle? I think it's 20 seconds. Let me take a look. Yeah, time to live is 20 seconds. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder. Oh, I gotta write this stuff down somewhere. The first item display costing 100G feels too high. I wrote it as nucleus. Is that C sharp? Yeah, that is. When trying to drag armor to a potion display shop, it should tell you that you can't do that here or something similar. Yeah, I think that's another good thing. All right. When dragging an item and clicking on the portal, it shouldn't allow you to open the battle map. It should also make a noise indicating that you can't do that. I think when you hover over an adventure in the battle map, there should be a cancel current deployment button. What does, oh, interesting. Yeah, this is Godot, yeah. Oh man, I didn't think about that sort of thing. So here's what the concern is. If you are currently doing battle, let's say you're whatever here, and you've got an auto battle going. Okay, so these two are doing battle. So now they show up dimmed over here. And now let's say you want to start a new battle. It says at least one of your adventurers is in battle. So you have to like close out of this and then do something and then come back to this and then be able to start the battle you want to start. And what Oakley's is suggesting here is what if there were a way to say like, hey, just stop the battle you're in. One way we could do this, because I don't know if you'd want it on individual characters. I think what you might want is like start battle anyway. And when you do that, it flees all of the other battles that your adventurers are in. I think that could be interesting, and I don't know how often people are going to want to do that, but I think that would help for usability here. Yeah, it can be difficult to start a new battle when you're pretty much always auto battling. Perhaps we should have an option that will make all of those, that will free up all of those battlers by fleeing their individual battles. Yeah. I think this is probably pretty important. Does anyone use Microsoft products on Mac? Is yours auto closing today? I only used OneNote and it was a terrible experience. It has a lot of usability issues. I really like the questing gameplay loop. Give the player a structured task and goal and a tangible reward for completing it. Feels good. Sounds good. When you try to build a building, you have to click maybe later instead of being able to dismiss by just clicking the screen. Yeah, this is something I'm a little torn on because you might want to pan the map around and maybe this dialogue is covering what you just clicked. I guess you could always just open it again anyway, though. What type of logs or metrics are you recording in the game? Any stats about classes picked? No, I have no metrics right now that are being recorded. Not even a local file or anything. And I think that'd be helpful to have eventually. This is a good thing to think about. I think we should take a look at that. The word wrapping for auto battle is weird. Where was this? Maybe this is what they were talking about? Enable auto repeat for this battle? I'll need to ask about that. Because it could be anywhere. Oh wait, right now, sorry, I didn't see this. Toggle auto repeat for this battle current state on. I see, yeah, it's orphaned words. I got it. The button, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, thanks, Oakley's. Okay, the problem is if we were to fix this, let me take a picture here. If we were to fix this, we'd only be fixing it for English. Other languages could still have this issue. Yeah. Do you have any games in mind you'd like to make after Skeleseller? Yeah, I do. I want to make I want to make a game that I've been calling Stuck in a Broken Tutorial. And I've got some ideas for this. It'd be a single player like puzzle slash, yeah, like single player puzzle slash adventure game, I guess. I don't think it'd be easy to market a game like this. So, um, anyway, it's too early to talk about the next game though. Shouldn't it be on a new line for all language? Oh, you're just saying, oh, I understand. It's okay. Yes, we can do that. Yeah. You just want a new line there. That's definitely doable. Yeah, we can just make that change now. Sorry, I thought okay. The let me take a sec. So Hearthstone cards had this same problem for many of the cards. If you look at, yeah, like we'll just pull up any of these. So this one, after you cast 3 spells in a turn, summon a 5/5 elemental. There'd be a lot of cards where it would they'd have the 5/5 like on this line and then elemental on the last line, and it would look a little bit weird. And people commented on this. With the word elemental is long enough where it's not such a big deal, but now imagine if that were something like the word on or mana or something short, and that's it, it's just taking up that. Those are orphaned words that they appear on their own line when they probably should appear on a previous line. And the way you fix them is not necessarily just by like, oh, try to cram in all the text on one line or something. You need to sometimes rearrange things and where you put your new lines. So I'm assuming, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming that Hearthstone cards have manually inputted new lines where there should be new lines. And they probably do that for every language. I think we should just do the same thing here. So that should hopefully be fixed. Let's go take a look. Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the suggestion, and thank you to R Cool for talking about that. I hadn't thought about that. Smart word wrapping that I assume has some heuristics to help with this. I wonder if that would have been enough. With that said, in this case, I think having them be on 2 lines is totally fine. And I'll just check that in right now. Fix or like add new line to tooltips. Oakley has reported this on Discord that having current state on separate lines was strange. Yeah. Is it hard to make the text colored? I would think gray for off and green for on would be more visual. No, I think that's doable. I can write that down too. Or auto battle. There we go. Your UI, like Adventure Stats UI, looks amazing. Do you have any videos or posts on it? No, I don't. And I can't really take credit for almost any of it. The scroll in the background, the actual paper that you see was done by Quickie Joe. And then all the individual adventure sprites were done by Quickie Joe, as was the little like panel and the horizontal lines and even the font. Like pretty much every single thing you see here, every pixel drawn to the screen was made by Quickie Joe. Except for the closed text. That should be in a different font. And then the layout, I think, needs to be changed a bit. Right now it's too tall. You need to scroll, and you shouldn't need to scroll. Should be on by default, so it clearly didn't help. Yeah. Okay, so that's been incorporated. Let's take a look at bug reports now. Put this in my feedback report, but on my MacBook, the mouse to edge of screen doesn't seem to work well at all. I tried in full screen and not, and it's more annoying than helpful. Mostly inconsistent, I guess. Either way, let me know if you need more info on that. Yeah, definitely. I do think more information would be helpful. How did you expect it to work? Which options would we, or what would we have to change to get it to be useful for you? Also, were you using a proper mouse or a trackpad? Yeah. Okay, so I think all that's good. This is hopefully nothing to do with Skeleseller stuff. Now I just have the feedback items from the posts. I cannot show this on screen because I occasionally said, oh, hey, you can share your Discord name. And I consider that to be personal information. If it were just people's opinions, I wouldn't mind sharing it on screen. Like Oakley posted in Discord. So obviously I'm going to mention Oakley because this is a public Discord. So it's not like this is supposed to be a secret. But yeah, when they submit it through the Google form, I don't want them to feel like they can't trust that I'm, not going to leak their information. So where did I leave off? Feedback, checkpoint 5. I processed 18 responses. 18 of the 24 responses. Hey, Lammy. Probably isn't very high on your priority list, but I just tried the demo on a Steam Deck and I can't get past the title screen. None of the buttons seem to be interactable. Yeah, Lammy, I know about this and there is a way you can fix it from the game, but it's very tough. You need to get to... Hang on a second. Let me turn this on. All right, it's updating right now. You need to find a way to get to the settings so you can go into full screen or borderless mode. And we need to somehow detect that you're on a Steam Deck. Give me a sec. Here, I'll play the sound. It's my own game. I can do it. All right, so I set it to windowed and save. Okay, now I'm going to quit the game and I'm going to go back into it. And I think it'll be broken. No, it's not. I don't know why that happens. Also, there's like a black bar at the bottom of the screen. Oh, wait, maybe that's what's happening? Can't get past the title screen. Okay, yeah. So if you press this button, the little 3 lines button, you'll pop up the settings menu. From there, change it from window to full screen. Yeah. And then everything should work just fine. Yeah, I should be able to start a new game here. Was that? Oh, I was like, why is everything black? But it's because of the green screen. I was like, oh no, the game's glitched. Yeah, and then everything should work fine. Yeah, it's not the most usable. You're mostly going to use the right stick to control the mouse, and then the like back bumper or trigger, I guess. Yeah, trigger to control the pointer. You could also tap on the screen, but it's a little bit hard. Yeah, let me close this. I'm glad it at least runs on Steam Deck. It's not the best experience. Okay, so we're gonna look through all the other responses that we have here. I think there are some good things in here. Okay, so this person said the selling sound is a bit too loud. I've already toned that down. The UI lacks an identity, too many fonts. The style of the UI is too different from the game. Example, the map is drawn and not pixel art. The menu backgrounds and buttons could be more in theme with the game. Okay, so let me write this here. I'm looking through feedback on my other monitor and making sure that we're tracking it and eventually addressing it. And then I might as well show chat here. That didn't indeed work. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think after you've been playing. Like I said, I think you're gonna have usability issues, like without a doubt. And it'd be nice if the buttons worked to do something, but we just haven't done that yet. Okay, so let's see. Too many fonts. I agree with this. I think we should do something about this. And then this person recommended having something like a table with a map for the battle map, a shop or a pile of logs with saws and hammers for the buildings, a wooden billboard for the quest. Suggestions: have more in-world UIs. Or I guess have more like world appropriate UIs. E.g. a pile of logs with saws for constructing a building, a wooden billboard for the quest, etc. This is sort of like how we use a scroll of paper for some UIs. We should probably do more of that. You had your Discord showing DMs for a second? Wait a second. Engage privacy mode. Oh, yeah, wow. How did that even happen? Thank you very much, Ski. All right. Trackpad on a MacBook. If I move too far to the edge of the screen, it doesn't move the map. It's like it isn't capturing the mouse. Oh, yeah, I think I know what this is. I think I know the problem there. Need to confine the cursor to the window. Are you using multiple monitors? Okay, yeah, need to confine the cursor to the window on MacBook at the very least so that you can use the edge of screen panning controls. How much would it cost to build a financial CRM? I mean, it all depends on the scope of the product. I agree, no, not using multiple monitors when I play test the game. Okay, Jedi Potato reported this and wasn't using multiple monitors, and it was still a problem. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I'm glad we have that. Let me close out of that. What next? I also think some of the UI elements can be simplified. The text, you need to have at least one adventurer in your party. Add an adventurer by clicking them is redundant because it's implied by the 2 squares. You need to add adventurers to your party. Hmm. I think, okay, so this is the message that this person's talking about. You need to have at least one adventurer in your party, add an adventurer by clicking them. So I think that an an ideal error message makes it clear what the problem is and how to fix it. And currently it's doing this via text. It doesn't have to necessarily. Like we could have this button be enabled and when you click start, it highlights this in red. Like it flashes it once and shows like, hey, you need an adventurer in your party. We could also make this more succinct. Right now, it is at least telling you the what and the why. Like, oh yeah, you need an adventurer in your party. Okay, add one. So I'm not sure. Maybe we can make it a little better. But for now, given that we have so many other things, I'm gonna omit that. Add more animation to make the game more dynamic. Example, when a battle starts or is won. Yeah. Make the portal bigger as it's the center of the game. Consider making the portal bigger since it's core to the game. I don't know if this feedback was given because the portal was too hard to click. So it may just be an in-world reason, not a usability issue. There's another PR. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the general schedule is we're going to look through the feedback and then we're going to go through the PRs. All right, so that was feedback number 19. Now feedback number 20. There's nothing in there. That's good. Easy. Feedback number 21. The concept is interesting. It feels too grindy early game with no time speed up. For instance, if I'm expected to do the forest to level up my character, there should be a 2x, 4x, 10x speed. I also think resizing the battle windows, minimizing or hiding them should be done. A simple party versus X in a small rectangle without visuals would be more satisfying than watching the combat most times. This is tough. So, okay, the beginning of the game feels too slow. I think we've gotten this feedback from a few different people. I even felt this myself when I played on yesterday. If you don't get a tip or if you don't get like 2 to 3 tips in the beginning, it feels slow. Hey, Colin. Want to get started with PowerPoint and programming HTML. Do you think if I start programming at 240 FPS, it's too little or I need more? You definitely need more. 300 FPS, 360 FPS. I think at least that much. Are you an AI? Because we've been getting some kind of questionable messages that I would not say are written by humans. Only resizing the battle windows, minimizing or hiding them should be done. Okay, yeah. So this is what I said I was torn on. The battles are very central to the game, and I recognize where do we have this? Yeah, here. So if you could minimize this and you just saw something like there's an ongoing battle, and maybe you saw a life bar roll up. I think it would detract from the game. And I wonder if this is a game scale issue. But yeah, we should write this in suggestions, I guess. Have a way to minimize battles to just their most basic information. E.g., I don't know, like combined player life bar versus combined enemy life bar. Okay. What do I think about what? Okay, there's a stream of new chatters who I, I think something weird is going on here and I'm not sure what. But yeah, what do you mean, Mr. Carnaggio? Of how much this thing would cost? Like I said, it's all dependent on the scope. Yeah. I see what you're getting at now. Though, what do you think is about? Is this a good estimate? I see what you're saying. Like I said, it's the scope of the product. Just saying something is a financial CRM doesn't tell you anything, right? It could be for 10 people, it could be for 100 people, it could be for 2 transactions that are going through this thing. It could be that you just need a basic like add a person, remove a person, or add a whatever. I don't know. Some like it's all dependent on the scope. And even once you know the scope, you can't necessarily know what the budget would be. Like I'm working on Skeleseller, I've been working on it for almost a year and with several people. And the budget has been $500 and we've spent maybe 250. You would not typically say Skeleseller cost 500 to make though, because of my time. Now, I might charge way more than another developer might charge. So, like, do you factor that into this? I mean, if you gave this to some like mega company, they might say, "Oh yeah, this is going to cost millions of dollars." So it's very very tough to say any of this stuff without even knowing what the product is or what it has to do. Zombie chatbots. What's the best approach as someone who wants one built to put together a pitch? Is it to find developers or is it to find funding? Like, who are you pitching this to? Whoops, what in the world just happened? I'm nearly positive I just clicked Twitch chat and like went off in the middle of nowhere. To find someone to build it. Okay, that is going to be nearly impossible. Unless you're paying the money, in which case, then yeah, you do it the same way you'd make any job posting. Funding is available, just don't know who to go to. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it should be I think there are a few things I would probably put into this for devs. One is the product should be clear. The sort of business analysis should be done. This is depending on how you plan on paying people. If you're just paying them up front, they probably don't care about the business analysis because they're getting money regardless. But the product should definitely be clear. And then what you need from the dev should be clear. And maybe even something about yourself if you're trying to find people. Asset creation is the main thing keeping me away from game dev. I've got a credits page here, Grat. Check this out. It started as a couple of asset packs, but there is an actual artist working on the game. Okay, so that was feedback number 21. We are now going to 22. It's a fun little game. I can't imagine how it'll go from here, but I guess I'll have more fun finding out in the future. Okay, cool. Don't need to write anything down there. This, still dying for Mac trackpad controls. Pinch, zoom, two-finger swipe, yeah. Pinch to zoom, two-finger. What would two-finger swipe do? What does it do on a, is it for panning? Yeah. Two-finger swipe to pan, yeah. When I first loaded the battle map, it was zoomed and not clear how much of the map was cut off. I don't remember that from the first playthrough. Yeah, this happened to a couple of people. Where did I write that down? Oh, I wrote that over in here. What is it? Battle panel? Okay. All right, this was feedback. We also got this in feedback 23. Checkpoint 5 from a MacBook user. First time I see beat next elite, the button is grayed out, which makes it seem like the option is not available, even though I have the proper party selected. All the buttons are gray, which is confusing when you hit it for the first elite. Yeah, I think it should just say upgrade portal. The upgrade portal button can say beat next elite, which doesn't make it clear that it's the upgrade button. Original feedback. Okay. Just put a job posting with a scope on Indeed or ZipRecruiter, or should I try and find a company that does these developments? I think it's going to be tough to find like sort of real developers without being able to vet them and without having like a credible enough job posting. So I guess one question is like, can you vet developers? So for example, if I wanted to hire someone to build a house, I have no idea how I would vet them. I I don't have any experience in the realm. I don't know, could I even look at their past the houses that they built and know if they're good houses? Like, do you have the ability to vet developers? And generally what this means is interviewing them, right? But like you'd have to know how to interview them. So that's one thing that needs to play into this. The other, like I said, is it's got to be a credible enough job posting. I would not go on Fiverr for something like this, but I think there is now a wave of AI spam when it comes to trying to find someone for a job. So you might get someone who sounds like a great developer and maybe they even point to some products that they worked on and they might be a terrible developer. And then even after you vetted them, like, okay, now you hired them, can you tell if they're doing a good or a bad job, especially if you have multiple working for you? So yeah, I think this is gonna be tough. With all this said, Three-Eyed Monkey, while I do have some experience in this realm, I am trying to focus on the like the game and the feedback stuff. And I think you've only kind of just come in today and just started, asking me this stuff. So you should probably find another venue to do this. And I hope I could help at least with some of this that I talked about. Hey, Smoo, how's Idler Fest going? It's hard to say because Steam doesn't have a whole lot of real-time analytics. I think it's going okay so far. Even just putting the demo online got me 49 new wish lists yesterday. So I'm hoping that after Idler Fest, we got another like 50 to 100. You plan on making the end of auto battles, sum up all the battles you've done. So let's say they've been auto battling for 3 hours. No, I'm not planning on doing that because I don't want this to be like a full idle game. So if you leave your computer for whatever 5 or 10 minutes or something and you come back, it's like you'll probably see that your money has gone up. But exactly how much it's gone up by, I don't think is probably super important. Already got a feedback from a Mac user with the M series, right? I have. I also have an M series Mac as well. Is there something in particular you're talking about? I see their ceilings still hold up. Well, what about the foundation? Do you have to pay to be part of the festival? Technically, yes, but not in the way that you're thinking of. You need to pay to be on Steam, and then once you're on Steam, it's free. So the festival entry itself is free. So I think I'd say, yeah, it's free, but as long as you know that it costs money to be on Steam. Okay, on my Mac, moving the mouse to the edge of the screen is not working. Yep, I already got that. Slime eats blue potions for 4G when they sell for 3. Bug or pro strat? The fact that someone asks about this potentially being a bug makes me wonder if what we should do is make it so that the slime doesn't give you as much money at the beginning of the game and you have to upgrade it. I'm going to write that down in the issue. Perks. Yeah, I'm going to edit this. Note, we had feedback during checkpoint 5 asking if it was a bug that the slime would offer more money than the value of the item. So I wonder if a perk could make this clearer. And maybe the slime only offers 100% of the value of the item at first. Okay. Is there a goal you're shooting for wishlist? Is there a range or threshold point that helps propel you towards something? So in short, it's as many as possible. There are a lot of people online who say different things about like how many wish lists do you need on Steam in order to show up in certain lists. And you can see just based on this little thing here, it says like 20,000 wish lists. If you need 10,000 units to break even in the first week, you need about 20,000 wish lists. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of different advice out there saying like in order to be on the front page, you need like 40K wish lists or something. We are sitting at about 600 right now. And it's well below what people recommend. Wish lists do two things for you. It puts it on people's radar, and then it also will like factor into the Steam algorithm for everything. So if there's an up and coming page, it'll be like, oh, well, how many wish lists does it have? Or most wish listed game, it'll obviously be on there too. And then putting it on people's radar is like Valve will email you when something on your wish list goes on sale or is launched. And then there's a conversion rate for how many sales you'll get. So if you have like 100 wish lists and your game it launches, then probably like 5 of those will convert on day 1. So it's a nice little cash infusion. Out of curiosity, are there any notable obstacles to overcome when putting a game on Steam? The most notable is that quote, you do the first 90%, then you do the next 90%. I think people underestimate what it takes to launch a product. So as far as putting a game on Steam, the actual process of putting it on Steam, if you've never done it before, will probably take you like some small number of work days. Let's say like 2 to 3 work days just to get a game on Steam. And that's like getting the art set up, the store page, the reviews that you might do, etc. And that's nothing extra. So what are the extra things you could do? Things like achievements. If your game has achievements already, then all you need to do is integrate with a Steam API. But if it doesn't have achievements, then you need to add achievements to your game. You might want something like trading cards. You might want workshop stuff. You might need to set up the forums that you have on there, or any other community things. You might need to start doing like news posts on your page, or figure out how are you going to like automate the build and export process. There are all these sorts of things you can do to go above and beyond. And then all of those, yes, can be obstacles. So for example, just this weekend, I spent some time writing this script, upload to Steam. So I take the builds that we have made through Godot and I unzip them and then run Steam CMD on them. In order for that to work, we needed this set of VDF files, which Steam uses to know how to use your depots. And the depots need to be set up correctly too. So we have something like this, and it just says, okay, where do I pull this from and where do I upload it to? You need to, yeah, there's a lot of little things you need to do. Yeah. Figured it was somewhat ambiguous in terms of range. Makes sense. Yeah, and for me in particular, I don't have any specific goal. And it's hard to know too, what should this game have? And even for sales, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but the budget for the game is like $500. There's a massive, massive opportunity cost. And that just before all this, I was working for Google and I was making pretty good money. I've always said this, but game dev just does not make sense when you have the opportunity to work at a company like that. Just the number of sales I would need if I price this at $10 and let's say we sell 10,000 copies, you might think, oh, that's $100,000, right? That's pretty good. It's not $100,000. It's $70,000 after Steam's cut, and then after taxes and everything else too, and just whatever. There's a bunch of things that go into this. You are going to be making kind of very little money, and that's selling 10,000 copies of something. That's not easy to do. And then how much does it take to get to whatever your job used to be? And also, you're just pretty much guaranteed this money as long as you don't get fired. Whereas with Steam, you're not guaranteed anything. Your game might flop. It might get negative reviews at first. Is it really as hard as they make it sound? Yeah, I think it's pretty hard. Yeah, marketing, operational costs. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people have asked me about that in the past. Like, what are your goals for this game? And I have a bunch of different goals in general. Typically, the context is around monetary goals, but there's also the just sort of learning the experience of it all, the having a game out there. And the monetary goals are pretty hard to quantify because I don't know how well a game like this could do. I don't know how much more time should go into it. We are streaming most of the process, so you're all seeing me go through this as it's happening. It'd be nice if Battle Party saved when you save and quit. I forgot my loadout after a save. Okay, I'll put that in suggestions. Maximum money? No way. Let me hit them cookie clicker numbers. The maximum money I think we could eventually maybe raise the cap on. You recommend just doing leak code for practice, or is there some other stuff to do to better prepare yourself? The Google slash sort of Fang style interviews are very well understood, and there are lots of resources for them online. There are really just kind of three parts to them. There's the coding, there's the system design, and there's the behavioral stuff. And each company has their own set of resources that they give you for these. So for example, if you're doing an Amazon interview, they really focus on leadership principles, and that's part of their behavioral questions that they'll ask you. So like if you don't study these, you're just going to probably fail the interview. Yeah. Okay, so that one's done. We are now on number 24. I'd like to click on myself or my adventurers on the map to get some info. Maybe just what type of adventurer or mouse over. All right, I'll put this here in suggestions. The music just stops after the song is played once. That was for checkpoint 5. That's been fixed, so I'm not going to write that down. I can buy auto battling, but auto battling seems to be on by default. Wait, what? Oh, thanks for the sub, three-eyed monkey. Yeah. And welcome in. I can buy auto battling in the town perks, but auto battling seems to be on by default. Submitted. Oh, this was submitted today. What? Wait a second. Also, the music stops. What? Oh, they submitted the feedback today, but I don't know what game version they were on. Ooh. But I also don't know how this is possible because I don't think that's what should be happening here. If I start a new game and I build the... No, wait, I don't even build the town hall. I just start a battle. Yeah, there's no auto battle. I buy this. And now I can auto battle. I don't know what this is. I'm going to need to follow up with this person. I'm going to write this down tonight. Follow up with feedback number 24 to ask about the auto battling thing. That sounds peculiar. I also wonder which version they're on since they mentioned the music stopping. The controls sometimes don't work smoothly. When this happens, you need to press a button several times. Zooming in and out with the mouse fixes this. Yeah, also ask about the WSD controls that they mentioned. Having a hard time deciding what buildings to build next since I don't know what they do. Maybe this is intentional. Oh, I see. I get information on the map. I was just looking at the list. Maybe information could be displayed with the mouse over. Yeah, that's a pretty good suggestion. Okay. So the default controls on the deck are fairly decent. The one odd issue I've found is that if I happen to click in the battle window... Oh, yeah. I know about that. Because I tried myself for a bit, and like I said, there are definitely usability issues here. But it's not too bad, I guess. Not having any of these problems. Smoke is swanky. Also, is the battle window at the bottom supposed to not have a border, or is that a scaling issue? It's not supposed to have a border, yeah. It's supposed to look like it's sort of embedded in the bottom of the screen. Because we wanted to save some amount of vertical space. A lot of people have asked about that. Makes me wonder if we should do anything about it. Will this be a mobile game too? If it does well enough on Steam, yeah, I could see pushing this to mobile. Hilarious how all my slots are filled with zombies except... Yeah, I know. We need to work on balance for sure. Okay, so we have looked through all the feedback. Now, is there any new feedback? Steam demos. No, we're still sitting at 3 responses. Although I guess I could look through this. A very fun game. I probably would need the core game altered in scope rather than scale to play more. Okay, let me just copy paste this because they only have private information at the end. So here's what they wrote. Probably need to see the core game altered in scope rather than scale to play more. I was initially drawn in by the cute art and characters and would love more individuality and personality of the characters in town. I was excited to see Pink Hair Girl or that guy with the purple hair and cape. Who are they? Why is their hair purple? Why does it match a cape? Are they single? I feel like expanding characters with names, houses, maybe quests would be essential. That and more of a focus on those big, rarer loot drops like we got from Elites would give me more reasons to keep playing beyond the numbers go up. It was a little confusing when certain shops would back up and not sell for long periods of time. be able to fix it by just maxing out upgrades, but I didn't feel like I understood why it was happening, which is a little frustrating. Could use a little tutorial for camera movement and such. Okay, so from here, what do I want to process? Rare items may actually be worth doing just to add some interest. What else? A tutorial for camera movement. I wonder. It's not necessarily clear. Feedback. Which feedback is this? Hang on a second. Sorry, there's a lot to a lot to do here. Feedback number 2 from the Steam feedback. Not necessarily clear why shops aren't selling items when customers walk through and the shop is stocked. Is there story or lore? There is a little bit. It's in this document for now. It's eventually going to be in the game. But the gist of it is this. You wanted to be an adventurer, you were out questing, you got bitten by a poisonous snake, and you died. Came back as a skeleton, you started a town. All right, so rare items, suggestion, and this is not a suggestion. All right, so here's all the feedback. More rare items gives the vault more purpose for me. Why though? Because the problem is that items don't have a purpose beyond quests and selling them. So saving them doesn't really make sense right now. Is the game doing good? Oh, to collect them. Interesting. I wonder, I wonder if that could be something. It's kind of like a quest, I guess, if you're collecting them. But I wonder if we had you get like 3 specific items and put them in a particular order. I don't know if that would be fun. The vault doesn't really have a purpose, yeah. Well, the collecting them in PoE, as far as I understand, PoE has trading and it also has actual item functionality. Like in Skeleseller, there is no equipping a sword. So it doesn't matter if the sword is a good sword or a bad sword. It's just, is it an expensive sword or is it a cheap sword? So Minecraft people do, they collect everything. Yeah, but again, there's item functionality in Minecraft. All Minecraft items can at least, well, not all of them, but they can at least form a block that you can use in the world. But then most of them actually have like they're a food or they're a buff or they're a weapon or they're something else, which with obvious functionality. We just don't have that in Skeleseller. And that's we need it to have functionality beyond just quests and selling them. And I'm not totally sure what it would be. You know, we'll need to think about this stuff. They're items that are just shiny and people collect them to have them. Yeah, I'm not saying collection isn't a thing. Like people collect, let's say, Pokemon cards and then never actually play with them, even though they have a function. So it can still be a hook for people. It's just, I think it's a hook for more people if the items do have a function. Yeah. Some people mentioned in chat that just collecting items in their vault could be interesting for them. Collecting rare items to put on display could attract more wealthy individuals to the shops. Yeah, maybe rare items could be displayed in shops as a sort of advertisement to attract more customers. This is basically giving the item another function. Kept permanent storage, and these could either be sold or stored in the storage, and they'd give bonuses. Yeah, so originally we have the enchanter in the game. This And the way that it works now is that there are spell books here. So if I click this, then this crystal turns orange and I have this spell activated. The way this used to work is you would actually drag items here. So like I would drag a potion onto one of these things. It would delete the potion, so disenchant it, and give you a buff for your battle. So that made it so that all the items had a function. You maybe the cloak gave you plus defense and the potion would give you like plus life regeneration. It was a lot to manage for players, and it was a lot to balance from a game design perspective. So to have items give you a function like maybe this sword, it's worth a ton, but if you just save it, it'll do something else. I don't know. Yeah, we'd have to think about this. I need to like fully design that. And more content to experience if that's of any use. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, maybe you see that you've got like 14 out of 28 items and you're like, oh, I must be roughly halfway through the game. Could be cool to like color modifiers on items when the elites get harder. Way to prove how hard. Yeah. How many bosses will we have? Do we add a place for the statues? We've had the statue suggestion a lot. I think we could do that. We'll probably have like 7 bosses. Yeah. They're worth more if you want to sell them and you have a really low chance of getting them. Shiny version of the item. Yeah, I'll copy this down too. Okay. All right, so I've gone through all of the feedback. I just need to file this stuff somewhere. We haven't gotten any more feedback yet. Let me close out of this stuff. And keep items from your skeletons so they don't sell them. So you can wait for the slime to be hungry for max profit. You can, yeah, but it's a pretty minimal. You could also satisfy customer desires with that. But like I said, it's a pretty minimal reason to do any of that. This is the thing that happens in real time, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, so we are seeing this number rise. Number of units went up from 111 to 174 in the last like hour, I think. Current players 7. Lifetime unique users 67. Maybe I should write some of this down. Lifetime unique players 67, is that what I said? Yeah. Curious what happens at 9 minutes. Yeah, I wonder too. Huh. I could just screenshot this, yeah. I just want to keep track of just that number and see how many people are actually playing the game. Let's also take another look at the festival and just see what's going on. Recommended for you. This only shows games for sales. For sale, excuse me. I think this is one of the issues with joining a festival that can have games on sale. Steam is very much incentivized to show those games because that's what makes them money. 2 hidden. Due to your store preferences. What? I'm not even logged in. Oh, maybe they're like not safe for work games or something? I don't know. But anyway, where do we show up here? Yeah, even these are all games that are for sale. So we'd have to, well, this is actually all. I wonder how far down this Skeleseller would be. Probably very far. In fact, do they even have only demo games here? Add to cart, play for free. I don't even know what it would look like if there was a demo only game here. I don't think they show. Skeleseller, yeah, well, Skeleseller definitely isn't. Because I'm in the all games category. It could just be that there are enough of these. This page has player specific stats and a graph per hour. Yeah, neat. Yeah, so I guess we only ever show up in the demo section, huh? Top demos. Are we rising in this list? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. New free demo. All right. Okay, so let's put all this stuff here. Paste from Markdown. There we go. It's pretty far up the list for demos leads. Yeah, I think it's definitely not bad. But that's why I wanted to keep track of how many players are actually trying the game. The festival's been going for an hour and a half, and we're at 67 unique players, which I don't know what it was. I don't know what that number was yesterday. Probably a way to figure that out. Found it on page 4. Yeah. Yeah, like how many people are going to go down to that level? How many people, if they do go down to that level, are going to be like, oh, that game looks interesting. So, yeah, who knows? We'll see. I'm going to be much more sort of jittery during Next Fest, though. Because, like I said, in my mind, this is just a bonus, being an Idler Fest. Next Fest is only for demos. You cannot have a released game and be in Next Fest. And you can't be in Next Fest twice, except for in very, very specific situations, which hopefully can't happen anymore. All right, and anything new on the forums? I think we're going to close all this stuff now. All right, so I have been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I think what I'm going to do is get lunch and then probably do an afternoon stream. I did want to get some coding done, but there is a lot to just organize and feel like I'm on top of things. Oh yeah, we also have to merge the new PRs, right? Yeah. Add new graphics to the Explorer's Hut. Size was unused. I assume it was used at some point for cleaning the environment. Okay. Yeah, I need to. Oh, all we did is change the scene. Well, I guess we might as well go take a look at this now. 728. Let's load this up and try this out. There. Hey, Cube Miser. Whew. Man. Yeah, like I said, did a lot of work this weekend. And it's fun playing the game and kind of trying to think from the point of view of a new player. The last user research session I did, I want to say it was like 3 weeks ago at this point. So I definitely need to do another one of those. Anyway, so we got to go with the Explorer's Hut because I have not seen this in the game yet. Ooh, looks pretty good. Also, it doesn't really stand out at all, and it just so happens to be hidden by the menu at the upper left, so you need to zoom in to see this. But yeah, I share this that there are new graphics? I don't know if I did. Check this out though if you haven't seen this. There is the new tavern. And we have a town hall graphic as well, but we don't actually have that in the game yet. So if I can just show it to you. World? I don't know where this stuff is. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where this is. Tavern.png. World Marketplace. Okay. Yeah, so here is the town hall. We have, will this zoom in? No. All right, well, let's open them all in GIMP then. I absolutely love the little flag on the second one. All right, so here's the first one. We're going to eventually have upgrades. So this is going to be the starting town hall. Looks pretty good. But then you upgrade it and you get this cool skull flag, which I love that. I think it's great. But then you upgrade it again and the skull flag goes away and it turns into a fancy looking S. And then I think Quickie Joe wanted to animate these flags as well. But yeah, I think it looks great. And it gives you a sense of progression. The tavern is in the game. Yeah, the tavern is in the game. I just didn't know if I shared the newer graphics. Didn't solve it in the way I like. A few choice 5-frame waits. Oh man, that is spooky. Because you never know if there's going to be a slow machine where it needs 6 frames. Playing from the beginning, I think it'd be nice if at the end of the tutorial we could use a pop-up that says, that's the end of the tutorial, look around the map, battle more, build your town, just to indicate to the player that yeah, I think that's a good idea. From ski. Okay, this looks good. I don't think there's anything we really need to do. We can just merge this. Change the environment and change the Explorer hut scene. Let's go take a look at the Explorer hut scene. Yep, just a sprite in the Explorer. Looks good. Hadn't played the beginning in a while, and that was the point of me being confused, and I know the game well. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, people stopped reporting crashes. No, wait, no, that's not entirely true. I think there was one crash that was reported. But I wonder if they've been mostly fixed. All right, let's go merge this. I know what Dark said about git size. We should probably delete that, I guess. Git size. Yeah. Because it's not like this implements the building interface. Looks great. Does the game keep any stats on your adventures? Might be cool to have congrats on your 1 millionth victory. It will eventually. I do want it to do that. It does not currently do that though, no. The only thing it keeps track of is if you're doing quests. So let's say I start a quest and then let's say I finish the quest. It does keep track of how many quests, well, not how many quests you've done, how many bonus stats you're getting from your quest. So here it says we have 15 power and we're getting 1 from the quest, and 160 health and we're getting 10 from the quest. But that's it. And I know that's not really anything close to what you're talking about. By the way, that thing I just showed off, I put in some debug features just directly into the game. So if I right click the tavern, it completes the quest I'm on. And if I start a battle and I right click the flee button, it wins the battle. So instead of having to open this menu, which you all saw me do a bunch of times, I can now just like right click money and it goes up to max. And that is going to be so helpful. We were already doing this in other places and I don't know why I didn't do this more, but like there's a debug add a point button here. And somewhere else, there are some debug buttons too. I don't remember where though. I think when you're going to a battle. Yeah, there's a debug speed up button. So yeah, things like that I think are really nice to have as a developer. And I originally thought of putting them in the world, so there'd be a complete quest button here. But then every time I'm showing off the game, you'd be like, why are there all these debug buttons everywhere? Just make sure not to leave it in. Oh, it can be left in. It's the same way that we have the debug +1 button here too. It's controlled by the same flag. So as long as that flag is present, the debug flag, then you can use it. But yeah, for exported builds, it won't work. Remove unused code. Dark pointed this out. Being done, and just wait for that to pop up here. Good. Looks great. This does look great. I love the new graphics. I think Quickie Joe has done a fantastic job at everything. Merge attempt failed. That happens every once in a while, and it's only been happening lately. And it doesn't actually fail the second time, so I don't know why it fails the first time. Okay, that I'm going to look at after lunch, I think, because this has 41 files changed, as Kevin mentioned earlier. Oh, drat. I had commits. Git log -2. What did I do? New line and update the release instructions. All right, git pull, rebase. There won't be conflicts. It's just going to say success. And then I should be able to push without forcing. Yeah. All right, now we're back on regular code. Oh, man. What just a whirlwind of a last month it's been. As soon as we made the decision to be in the Steam festivals, I felt like we were in serious mode all of a sudden. And I've just been working way too much. So I do want to tone it down. and we'll just tackle whatever we can. It's going to be like a hangout afternoon, just to be clear. So don't expect like super serious coding and adding a ton of new features. It's going to be like, let's address whatever feedback we can in whatever way we can. And it might just be file them on GitHub or something. Because yeah, I'm not looking to break my back today. What do we write as our journal entry for this? Idler Fest started. And I only just uploaded the demo to Steam yesterday. Did a lot of organizational work, e.g. compiling feedback. Anyone playing Idlerfest games that we can read? Oh, you know what would be interesting is if someone were playing Skeleseller. Nope. Someday. Yeah. I find this hilarious, by the way. When you search Skeleseller, it shows up this Michelle Sellers. It's not at all. All right, but it's got this. All right, well, I think it's been a good morning. I know I didn't get a whole lot done. I'm probably not going to raid someone for the morning stream. I'll be back in about an hour. So if you didn't hear me say this already, and I'm going to be saying this a lot in the next month or so, but the best thing you can do to help Skeleseller, if you'd like to help, is to just wishlist the game. The second best thing you can do is get friends to wishlist the game. Oh, Programmer D, welcome back. Thanks for the 5-year resub. Happy 5 years. Yeah, so I'm gonna get lunch. I'll be back in about an hour. It is currently about 11:40 my time. Maybe I'll be back a little sooner than that. I don't know. And then the afternoon stream will be like 2 or 3 hours probably. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you all later. Goodbye.